What's the situation that we're walking into?
Right now, a possible 30 in progress, which is a person that was abducted. That was originally a missing person.
Welcome to Jacksonville.
Hey man, show me your fucking hands. He's in the house. Right here, Kyle. Right here, Kyle.
Night patrol. This graveyard shift is notorious among police officers for being the time when wild things occur. You could be having a quiet night on the job when all of a sudden you get a call into someone's worst nightmare. Kidnappings, robberies, home invasions, and domestic violence. In this episode, each one of those scenarios I just mentioned happens. Today's episode takes place in Jacksonville, Florida, which has long been known as one of Florida's most dangerous cities. But as of recently, something remarkable is happening in Jacksonville. Under Sheriff T.K. Waters' leadership, crime stats are dropping rapidly. In fact, homicides are down about 50% year over year. And in this episode, you will meet the boots on the ground characters behind these crime fighting efforts. Over the course of 2 nights with Jacksonville Police, we venture into the darkness on night patrol with the police and also with a K-9 unit. This episode is part 2 of a 3-part series we shot with Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Folks, we're in Jacksonville, Florida, here for a police ride along. I have a hunch it's going to be an active night for us. Just stopping at the gas station to get a little food before we got started. Looks like some undercover guys. To be here in a wild city, basically filming an episode of Cops, there's a lot of nostalgia and excitement. This is a job I could not do. I feel lucky to even be here. For them to open their doors to us is huge. And I think goes to show the trust that we've built, that no matter if you're a billionaire, a fentanyl dealer, a police officer, a rapper, that we're gonna take care of you and do a good job telling your story. Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are y'all?
Good. Nice to meet you. I'm Tommy.
Nice to meet you.
How are ya?
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? We have a crew, Tommy G Productions. They're coming to showcase the good work that you do day in and day out. They want to see patrol, narcotics, task force, how this great agency works here in our community.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us. We've done this with East Chicago PD, we've done it with Drug Task Force out in Memphis, and we just want to be there to be a fly on the wall to showcase your profession, and we're very coachable, so whatever we need to do, move here, do that, tell us, and we're just happy for the opportunity to be with you guys for the next few days.
So we just found some intel out about, I guess there was a shooting last night up in District 6.
The suspect's still outstanding. No idea where he's at yet.
That's really all I got tonight, so just stay safe out there, test your tasers.
What's the plan of attack today?
We'll see what calls are in the area right now to see if there's anything major going on. If not, then we'll start the bonding process, going to see if anybody's pedestrian violations or any traffic stops we can find to possibly check some drugs off the street.
Okay, cool.
So give the people the lay of the land. What's the situation that we're walking into?
A possible 30 in progress, which is a person that was abducted. That was originally a missing person.
So what's your mindset going into this, or what's your role in the strike?
So basically figuring out where everybody else is set up currently, and then getting with Lieutenant to figure out where he wants us to set up at for this 3-man strike team that we've got set up. Prayden, do you have breaching tools?
I've got it.
They need breaching tools at the door.
It sounds like you guys are gonna breach the door, you said?
I'm not sure what they have there. They're asking for a 3-man team right now to go to the front of the house, and they're looking for breaching tools. If there's somebody that's being held hostage, we'll make entry.
What do we know so far?
We have a little girl in the house. She's 15 years old.
There's a light that keeps coming on this side.
Let's move. I want to move the plane. I don't want him to be in the line of sight here. Hey.
It's open in here too. Ready?
Yep, gotcha. Yep.
Stay to the side of the car.
There's movement inside the house, absolutely.
Pistols down.
Stop. All right, we got contact at the front. Stand by.
Step outside. Show us your hands. Hands up.
You guys behind you.
Like I said, we'll explain everything in a minute, okay? I get everything figured out.
I would just like to know why.
Okay, so we got a call from
A resident?
yeah, it was a juvenile saying that she was being held captive here.
No, there's no juvenile. We are the only ones here.
I believe it. But we just have to verify.
No, I am okay with that. I'm okay with you walking in. I'm sorry, I don't.
I gotta bring one
One other person, that's fine, but.
So sorry for the scare. Thank you for understanding. Okay, good. Well, I appreciate your compliance. Very important. We appreciate that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You need anything from us? Any badge numbers, names, anything?
We want to do a supplement so that we can rule this house out. So if anybody else gets this follow up on Blue Squad, they know that this house has been cleared.
The guy you just saw get pulled out of his house at gunpoint was completely innocent. This call ended strangely, and from what I can gather, it was a false alarm. Potentially, it was a swatting call, which, as my friend Ryan Montgomery explained in a previous episode, these are online trolls that make fake calls that can be very dangerous for the people being pranked. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened with the call you just saw, but I do think it does a great job highlighting how, with very little background information, police officers have to be prepared to run into crazy situations. How would you rate this area out of 10 for sketchiness?
Probably a 6 or 7. I worked here when I was in phase 3 of FTO, and it's definitely a good area to learn in, especially if you have a good FTO to teach you how to maintain these streets and everything, and how to work the job. All right, I think we're good here, so let's go see what else is going on.
Is this night off to a busy start?
Not like you would think. Like, this is pretty equivalent to a regular night.
So we're here about to have a meeting with the sheriff, TK Waters. What is your message to criminals in Jacksonville?
My message to criminals in Jacksonville is this: go away or we're gonna put you away, or you can quit. We're not the agency that you wanna try. Stop committing crimes in our community, or we're gonna get you. We're coming for you.
One of the things I'm most curious about is if you look at the homicide rates from 2022, 2023 to 2024, the city's dropped almost in half, which is remarkable.
It is remarkable.
What's the secret sauce that's cooking here?
Man, hard work. Listen, proactivity is not a dirty word. Proactivity is what we're supposed to do. Proactivity is a part of one of the basic parts of police work. If you see a police officer just sitting there, he better be sitting there, or she better be sitting there writing their police report so they can get on to the next whether call or out there being proactive, looking for people that are doing things they should not be doing in our community.
Okay, so we're on to a shots fired call?
Yes. Sometimes it's hard to find where the actual shell casings are, even with ShotSpotter.
So everything is based on the call notes here. So this was 10 minutes ago. They didn't hear anybody screaming. They didn't hear anybody yelling. You kind of got to go in thinking that the people who did it are probably already gone, but you always want to keep your head about you.
The person that reported this, what are the odds that she'll actually speak to you now that you're here?
Both of these people are not wanting to speak to us, so they're just informing us that there was shots in this area and they want us to come and check it out.
And they don't want the neighborhood to see them talking to you.
Exactly. Unfortunately, things like this, since it's not a specific shot spotter area, we just have to get out and canvass the area for possible casings, anybody possibly hurt. And then if we do find the casings, then we collect the casings and take them into processing.
This is the NIBIN laboratory for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
This is Jacksonville's Crime Gun Intelligence Center, CJIC, and this office uses the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network, or NIBIN, to analyze ballistics and help solve gun-related crimes. By leveraging NIBIN, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office can quickly process and compare ballistic evidence, leading to more efficient identification of suspects and connections between crimes. For instance, when casings are collected based on ShotSpotter alerts, it has yielded a 42% hit rate when processed through NIBIN, and this links gunfire incidents across multiple jurisdictions. So instead of saying it's a boy or it's a girl, you say it's a 9mm?
It's a 9mm, but is it a 9mm that goes to that? Because there's different characteristics of the 9mm depending on the gun.
Did y'all hear any shots fired or anything? Okay.
Thank you.
I ain't got nothing.
Where we have shot spotter areas, we'll typically find the casings more often than if somebody just calls them in like this. But without an exact area, like ShotSpotter can give us, we don't really know where to look.
And so you guys have a testing facility where you fire a gun and then you examine it?
We do. It's a bullet recovery tank, and it's got a portal that the examiner holds the gun, shoots into the portal, into the water, and the casings are ejected out in a semi-automatic. We collect the casings that we know went to that gun, collect the bullets, and we bring them back here to image them.
So is it frustrating trying to solve things, but you get very little help from the community?
Yes, but we also have a lot of different avenues that we can use to try and find suspects.
Gun laws in Florida are pretty good for the gun owner, right?
For the most part, yeah.
So there's some heavy shit on the streets?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what's your why? What gets you excited to wake up in the morning to do this?
Just something new every day. You literally can't put the same day into another day, like, because it's always different. You never know what you're gonna get.
Would you say that this job's your calling?
I think public safety as a whole is.
So some Americans would look at the drug laws and say the war on drugs has not worked, and why are people still getting busted for things like weed? What's your take on that?
Drugs are always going to be on the streets because we don't have the manpower to catch everybody, nor the assets to be able to do all of those things, to be able to take them all off at like one specific time. That's why our specialized units try to hit it as hard as we can. The biggest issue with it is the amount of fentanyl that's being laced and all this stuff that's like, it's killing so many people.
We're definitely in the trenches right now.
Oh yes. Hey, y'all come talk to us for a second. Y'all know y'all gotta be on the sidewalk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The police, they liars, manipulators.
What do you think it would take for the public to have a better relationship with police?
Better communication, I guess. I don't know, cause I went to jail for some stupid shit, like, and the police should be more honest about stuff, cause they will sit here and make you feel comfortable to talk to them and open up, just for them to like do the complete opposite of what they just made. They made you feel safe.
All right, here you go.
Honestly,
like now.
I feel like
just like now.
Everybody should be free, and we shouldn't have nobody trying to how to live their life, because God gave everybody free will to live their life, and we shouldn't have no police trying to stop them. Right. They don't really be helping, they be killing and stuff more than they be helping. That's all I'm saying, but
y'all be safe tonight.
Did he already tell you about the lights on your bike?
No.
I'm leaving right here.
No, you don't need to leave it. You can walk with it.
I don't need it.
You're fine. Stay off the road.
So their attitude to the stop was, I'm an adult riding a bike, why am I getting stopped by the police?
But you're still breaking the law based off Florida state statute per you being in the road when there's a sidewalk provided. So that gives us right to be able to stop you and inform you about your violation and possibly give you a ticket on it. You don't have to give a ticket, it kind of just depends.
So what type of issues do you see facing this particular neighborhood the most?
Domestic violence, and then burglaries to conveyances. There you see there's cars everywhere. Most criminals know that cameras are only going to pick up so much. If they've got a mask on, they can come and bust in that window right now and get whatever they want out of it and get out of here possibly before an officer's even on scene, so they might be able to get away with it, kind of thing.
If you could wave a magic wand and change one thing about these areas.
Probably more job opportunities, because that's mainly what people want. People want to be able to make money to afford for their families.
How do we get more job opportunities to the hood?
That's a tough one for me as a sheriff. I think the opportunities are there if you want to take the opportunity. Let me use myself for example. I'm not perfect, right? As soon as I became old enough to work, there was a job there for me. Whether it be bagging groceries at 13 years old or working a summer hire job in Europe when my dad was stationed in Germany, working a summer hire job and then going to bag groceries when it's done. The reward of being able to earn my own money is tremendous. It's a sense of accomplishment. The jobs are there. They might be smaller jobs, but certain jobs I believe are entry-level jobs anyway. So take those entry-level jobs. We live in the society that we live in, because we live in America, there's a sense sometimes of an entitlement. Let's not have that attitude. Let's realize that we have to crawl before we can walk. Start where you need to start and move up. The jobs are there.
Officer Payne with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. The reason for the stop, you're missing a headlight up here.
I didn't know.
What goes through your mind when you first get pulled over?
What the hell they pulling me over for? I called my boyfriend. I said they finna pull me over. I seen y'all whip behind me.
Yes, ma'am.
If you had a son and they said they want to become a police officer, what would you think?
Be careful. You know, I don't know. It's a job.
What's been your experience with police and law enforcement?
I don't bother y'all, so y'all don't bother me.
But do you feel like, hey, they make the city safer? I'm happy they're here.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Yeah. Bad nowadays. It's like bad. It's nothing like when we was growing up.
On the left hand side, this is why my license is suspended. My license got suspended. Now I gotta try to go do something else as far as work, because I done lost my job. Because y'all wrote me a citation, y'all told me to walk on the left hand side. So on the left hand side, there's no sidewalk here, and there's no sidewalk here. I looked it up in the statute, it says walk on the left hand side if there is no sidewalk. How many times I gotta get stopped today?
Okay, well they're probably
This don't make no damn sense, man. Y'all out of control, man. Y'all already taking food out my son's mouth. Y'all just gonna keep harassing me every fucking day. I get off work, walking, you can't walk here, you can't walk there, you can't walk here. Why am I always being harassed, bro? I'm just tired, bro.
Stay on the sidewalk.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm letting you know I'm tired. All right, I know what to do.
One of the strategies Jacksonville Police champions is a tactic they call proactive police work. It's when officers pull people over for minor infractions like driving with a broken taillight or walking on the wrong side of the street, and this gives them the legal means to investigate for more serious crimes like felons with guns, drugs, and outstanding warrants. Supporters argue that this approach takes dangerous criminals off the street before they can do any harm. Critics, however, see this as a form of harassment. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you a fan of proactive police work, and would you want this done in the city where you live? We had an interaction with a man last night who was walking in the street and he got pulled over. He got, licensed, and he felt like he was being harassed. I'm an adult walking down the street, and the police officer we were with said that, we got to look at the little things because they could turn into big things. But you guys have done a fantastic job cracking down on one of the biggest crimes there is, of murder. How do you balance that with not being overbearing on the population? I'm an adult walking down the street. Why are you pulling me over with 2 squad cars?
So first of all, where was he walking? Second, what time of night was it? Third, was there a call for service about a suspicious individual, which happens quite often. You don't do a drive-by when you're walking through a neighborhood. You do a drive-by because you're in a car with weapons and you shoot at people that, whether it be a rival gang member or something like that. And then sometimes some innocent people in our community fall victim to that kind of stuff. So we stop cars and we look for reasons to stop cars. It's part of the process. It's part of what we're supposed to do. You can watch video after video of people saying, oh, you're violating my rights, you're violating my rights. But if you call me because someone's in your neighborhood that you don't recognize, they look strange, I have a responsibility to answer that call and find out what's going on.
In Milwaukee, the statistics came out, that's where I'm from, that police contact to civilians was down like 40 or 50%. They were less likely to do a traffic stop, less likely to pull someone over. We inherited things from that era of, anti-police sentiment was at an all-time high. How did you guys combat that or work around it?
You have to stay steadfast through the good and the bad. Every interaction with the police, for the most part, is negative, whether it be a traffic stop. It's not negative in the sense where the officer's unprofessional. No one likes getting stopped for a traffic violation. We just have to drive through that and push through that, one, with professionalism, making sure the public knows that we're doing this because we care about what's going on in our community. We want to make sure that our community members are safe.
I know police are super important, and I know you guys do have a very dangerous job, and you guys take care of things that most people don't have the balls to take care of. But yet, he was an adult walking on the street. I've done that tons of times, and I've never gotten pulled over.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
That doesn't change the fact that he's still violating a Florida state statute.
So you don't walk on your street in your neighborhood?
Sure don't.
Because we talk to a lot of guys in neighborhoods like this, and I think how they feel is they feel like it's one big system that's kind of against them.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not against anybody. We're just enforcing the law to mitigate other issues like the dude that got run over right here, just like that guy right there. Note that stop sign right there with the hand that says don't cross, and he's in the middle of crossing right there. Dude died right there, right in the middle of this road right here because of him and his violation. That is the exact reason why we do this stuff, is to mitigate these issues. And then he wants to come at me like I'm the bad guy when I'm just trying to enforce a law to keep him from getting hurt.
Did you have to respond to that scene?
I sure did. Dude was dead right here.
I don't judge people. It's not my job to judge their character or them as a person. I'm just out here to enforce the laws.
It's either 566, Signal 13, Acorn, and Church Street. Hey, man. You ain't got no light on this thing. You need to get one. You need one for the front and rear. You gotta have one, a white light on the front that's visible up to 500 feet, and then a red light on the back. Yeah, you gotta have a light on here. We got a lot of people getting hit out here. Thank you. Just hang out with us off, I'll be right back.
She works at Daly's in Mandarin.
Holy cow.
She rides her bike to and from work, hour and a half every day.
Yo, that's commitment right there. Yeah, that's a long way. Here you go. You're all good. Just make sure you get a light for the front and the rear of it, okay?
Yeah, I be having scares on the bike, so.
Exactly, yeah. We ain't trying to have scares on the bike. That's why we pulled you over, just for the same instance.
Yeah,
So,
I get you.
that's a long way to ride a bike. Holy cow.
Yeah.
But she just got her vehicle stolen last year.
I think that just goes to show how much that impacts someone's life, that now she's spending 3 hours a day biking to work.
Yep, exactly.
What are we running into?
So we got a 21 burglary to a residence that just occurred. Complainant residence suspect is complainant's son, so possibly could be civil because they're family members, but we still don't know that yet. Son came in through the window. It could be civil because the son could have a key, but she's saying it's a burglary, so we have to treat it as such for a burglary.
Her own son?
Yeah. That's it? All right, that might be him. Nah. Hey, what you got going on?
What just happened? Why are the police here?
Somebody here called about a burglary.
No! We didn't call about no burglary.
What's the address here?
Ain't no burglary here.
Yeah, that's where our address for a burglary is.
Oh, no, I want to say no, ain't no burglary here, baby.
Who called?
I did, but I was coming for he gone, my son. But he gone, I called, I just
Oh,
called
so it was a burglary, but he's gone.
Yeah, no, yeah. You can say, well, he gone.
So he's not here?
No, he left.
She called the cops, but then acted completely surprised that you guys showed up.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I don't know. It's pretty dead.
So what do you guys make of that situation?
That's a common theme. Parents calling about their kids because they don't want them in the house. And then we show up because we have a call for a burglary. And then she doesn't like that. So then she doesn't want anything done. And if she doesn't want any police services, then there's nothing we can do.
This is a thinking man's game. There's so many statutes and laws. This isn't just a brute force job. This is someone that you have to really be on your toes and aware of things that are changing all the time.
Yeah.
What is that like?
It takes, I guess you could say it takes a toll on how you have to think about things. It also is a way you have to think about things when you go into a call. So sometimes when you go into a call, you have to like think about all these statutes that you have to follow per Florida, or all these policies that you have to follow per JSO.
You have much bigger cojones than I do. Thank you for taking us out tonight, and stay safe out there.
Will
okay?
do, thank you.
That concluded an action-packed first night with the Jacksonville Police, and we were told the next day would be spent with a legendary officer on the K-9 team. Let's meet the guy. Sarge, tell the people who you are and what you do.
My name is Sergeant Plugger. I'm one of the 3 K-9 sergeants at our JSO K-9 unit.
What kind of stuff have you seen in your day? Have you been shot at?
Yes.
Have you gone on foot chases?
Oh yes, like working behind. When I was a K-9 handler, yes. I mean, all that stuff. So the K-9 unit only deploy on typically, violent felony suspects. So usually when a canine unit is being asked to respond to a call to assist, they're going with the area unit as well, and it's usually someone who's done something very violent and then ran from the area.
And how have you seen Jacksonville change over time, keeping in mind the homicide rate was almost double 2 years ago and has gone way down?
Yeah, so our sheriff, TK Waters, has done a phenomenal job. He's definitely increased the proactive policing initiatives, putting those officers in areas that are extremely more violent than others.
What's the secret sauce that's cooking here?
Man, hard work. Listen, and I think everybody knows this. 2017, 18, 19, 20, weird times in the United States of America, where you vilified, and you get to a point where around the country where, all right, I want to do this, I love my community, but if I do this and then something rough happens, they're gonna persecute me and drag me on the news, drag me on YouTube, Facebook. At some point, officers began to take a step back. We didn't really notice it that much here. But if you have a person that feels like they're gonna be persecuted for doing a job that not many people want to do, and what it takes to be able to get here, you have a tendency to want to slow down. Well, what we've done here is proactivity is not a dirty word. Proactivity is what we're supposed to do. Proactivity is a part of one of the basic parts of police work.
So what are we walking into right now?
This is just a parking garage we were using for training. This is a 4-day tracking class put on by a really good trainer. And he's just teaching his theory and methods of how to implement getting these dogs to track and keep their nose on the ground on hard surfaces, which is the most difficult for dogs to do.
And what are these fellas about to do right now?
Run a track, so we'll get to see the dog work a human odor in a direction and complete it all the way to the end. And that's what we're working on. This is hard surface tracking, so obviously not grass. This is the most difficult tracking that you can do because there's not grass and dirt and moisture up here to hold that human odor. So we're working on paying the dog right from the start. You see he's locked onto his little bit of kibble, but blended in with that kibble is where he has laid a track all the way around this. Take a step, nice. Move, slide line, very nice. He's working like there's stairways there, the track goes past the stairs, the dog goes in the stairs, but then makes that turn and follows it down to the end. So now he's following odor exactly like we want to do, and that was his marker.
How bad can a dog bite somebody up?
Permanent bodily disfigurement, like helicopter flight to the hospital.
We got a
training program.
Hey, brother.
Oh, have a good one.
Good meeting you. We just got a call.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Something about fleeing a elude warrant. We'll check the computer when we get in the car.
So, would you say this is a dangerous job?
Canine is probably the most dangerous job in law enforcement, in my opinion. It forces you to take exposure. So, our SWAT guys deal with like the worst of the worst. Those guys are highly trained, right? But then they have a lot of armored vehicles, and most of what they deal with are high-risk search warrants and barricaded suspects. When you have these violent criminals who do the things that they do and they run off in the woods, you have no idea where they're hiding. So you're having to take, your safety and put it in your dog's hand and your dog's nose, really.
Is this a lights on speed in there or just cruise there?
I don't do that a lot, man. You got people on their cell phones driving, dude, right? They're not paying attention, and all of a sudden they hear sirens and see lights and they freak out even more.
Like what we saw in the last few years, now people are comfortable calling shit out. Like when they see a convenience store robbery, like the comments online are just dragging that person, like what a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I think young men they want their cities to feel safe again, and they know they can do something about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that part's true. I can definitely see that.
Because it does feel like we went through like a lawless era.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh, someone steals their car? Well, they're not out next day, so they don't even care.
Oh yeah, it was like the George Floyd thing, and then you had COVID right behind it.
How did the George Floyd incident change policing in America?
I think it helped turn a lot of the general public against, or feel like that it's a lot more corrupt than it really is. I think that was a difficult situation. That's still not indicative of the police departments across America. We had about 800,000 calls per year for service. We stop our cars, we go inside stores. We have public police contact, right? Not even logged out on, just contact, where we talk to one another and see each other. Out of that, Did we have, 7 officer-involved shootings last year? Out of millions of contacts, millions. And so you put that in perspective and you tell that story, it helps clear it up a lot.
So what's this call for?
Robbery. Business advised, they just left, 23 to a business, unknown, vehicle description, into the store, took everything from jewelry case. Yeah, they smashed all the jewelry cases and took everything.
2 miles out.
Is that his name, Zeke?
Zeke, yeah.
So right now Zeke's hoping that somebody starts a running.
Yeah, so he already knows what time it is, especially when we start keying up on the radio. He's about a 7-year-old dog, so like by now he's kind of understanding what the game is, you know.
We're here at the scene of a robbery of a jewelry store. It's a smash and grab, but they did leave blood on the scene. But we're trying to figure out, there was 2 suspects, where they went, whether they took a vehicle, and how much is missing. So the employees are shell-shocked. They just had a crazy thing happen on their watch, and they're kind of picking up the pieces and packing up and going home. And so this is now the investigation starts, tracking these guys down, trying to figure out who did it, where the loot's going, and apparently it was just tax season, so people have been running in here buying things, so there's a lot of activity, hard to sort out who may have been who. So now the police are trying to look for suspects and figure out the next step. Does any part of you get excited for calls? Like, man,
So that is my problem. I absolutely love it, right? But I have to make myself stop because like, that was the whole thing. The pact that I made with my wife, hey, I'm gonna get promoted and I'm gonna get away from the craziness because it's not just me that goes through this, my wife goes through this stuff too, right? Mm-hmm. And when my police dog got shot, man, it hit us, man. It hit us hard. That was very traumatic.
So how did your life change after your dog got shot?
Oh man, it was very humbling to, go through something like that. Numb to it, you're not as affected, but then yeah, I think it was worse because you have a working relationship with a dog that, dude, when I was working that dog on call, I was with that dog more than I was my wife.
Officer Plogger is referring to one of the most gut-wrenching moments of his life. 3 suspects on the run shot at police and the police returned fire. In the chaos that ensued, Plogger's dog Huck was hit with multiple rounds. Frantically trying to stop the bleeding and save Huck, the police put pressure on his gunshot wounds and quickly got the dog on a helicopter to an emergency vet. Huck unfortunately lost part of his front leg from his injuries, but the good news is he survived. He had to retire from his canine duties, and he now lives full-time at his pal, Officer Plogger's house.
We're en route to a domestic violence call. Looks like dating violence, where an alleged battery occurred, and it looks like the female half is waiting for officers to make the report, and that the male half, it looks like his whereabouts are known.
Officers received a call about a woman who was terrified of her boyfriend. Supposedly earlier in the day, he beat the hell out of her and she was scared to return to her house because she feared he was waiting for her there. Because this was allegedly the boyfriend's 3rd domestic violence incident, it elevated his case to the felony level. Officer Plogger and his K-9 team was called in on this operation to catch the boyfriend and ensure he didn't scurry away. The police met at a nearby gas station to game plan for his takedown.
What's y'all's plan from here?
So if he's not in the driveway, obviously we're gonna set up around the house.
Right.
There's back door, front door only, no attic, single level house, multiple windows for him in case he does go in there, but.
Just based on, I'm assuming it'll just be a call out because of the potential harm?
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So do you want to go Old Kings to West Moncrief? That way we don't have to drop by the house and just stage on Leona at the dead end right there, and then we'll come in, we'll have canine primary, since the dog will be primary on a runner.
Yep.
And that way if he just squirts to you, you can have eyes on.
All right, so you want me on Leona by the dead end?
And we're not going to move in to attempt contact until you tell us you're set.
Okay.
So because she's giving permission and she owns the house, do you need a warrant to go in?
No, so she's saying the house is locked. She's saying that he is texting her and telling her that he is at her house waiting for her.
Is she kind of helping set it up a little bit?
She's giving us the information of where he's at. So yeah, she's assisting on where he's located. We still don't, we haven't confirmed he's there though. We won't know until we get there. I think the victim told the other patrol officers that she feels like it's escalating, that she's in fear that he might, you know, escalate it more.
Obviously, we run through different scenarios on how the suspect maybe reacts. Maybe he runs, maybe he just complies, maybe he runs in the house, which creates a whole other dynamic with barricade. So just kind of game plan in different scenarios in my head that might occur.
We're camped down.
Yeah, I
A few
know.
houses down. Just waiting for the word to sweep in.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
We're going in.
Y'all got your comms down?
Yep.
Holy shit.
I'll take comms if we get a runner. So let's hug close to that house. Yeah, it is.
I did see a shot. Hey, we're walking place. I need to reach out to her and see if she saw anybody pop out.
No, I think he's long gone now. Is that busted out?
Hey, man, show me your fucking hands. He's in the house.
Hey.
Show me your fucking hands. It's the police. We want you.
I didn't do nothing.
We want you. Go to the front door.
Hey, hold.
He's going to the front. He's going to the front. Right here, Kyle. Right here, Kyle. Put the dog in. Put the dog in.
Get your dog out. Hey.
Put the dog in.
Just for my safety, bro. Wait.
Get out. Get out right now. You're gonna get bit.
I'm coming.
Get out right now.
Don't do nothing.
Get your ass out the house. Go to the ground.
What am I doing?
Go to the goddamn ground.
Go to the ground.
Go to the ground.
What am I doing this time?
Go on your fucking stomach.
I'm on my stomach.
Don't you fucking move.
I'm on my stomach. My name is Octavia Salazar. I stay in this house. The key in my pocket, Mom.
Relax, Roy. Relax.
I'm relaxed.
We're gonna tell you what's going on when we're ready. Just
Oh my
chill.
God, oh my God, oh my God.
Is there anything more you need to know about any weapons or anything?
I got weed in my pocket, that's it. I stay here. You can call the owner. She will. Man, listen, man, y'all tripping, man. And you got the dog finna bite me and shit. You threatening to bite me with a dog and all that. I ain't did nothing. And I got cold to the house. How the what is going on, bro?
That guy was as close as you can get to getting dog bit. Because going by what the victim stated, that he's not supposed to have a key to the house. So they're gonna have to revisit that and question her why he might have a key.
At what point will you explain to him?
I'm not. That's their job. We did what we came to do, which was locate him.
So, and hypothetically, if I'm in an arrest situation, I don't get to know why?
We can tell you your charges, yeah, but we don't have to explain all the details. That's what your first appearance court is. Like, that guy was escalated, right? He was very elevated, upset, obviously. So we don't have to, when you ask, we don't have to tell you at the time that you ask, right? We're trying to de-escalate and calm him down because he's still riled up. They have to search him. We still don't know if he's got a gun on him.
So there was an incident that happened earlier between you and your girl.
That was earlier, yes.
Okay, put your hands on her.
No, sir. We didn't even go through it.
Okay, so how did she get all her bruises on her?
Man, that girl come up. She has bruises. Listen, man, I don't like this. I do not like this. I'm going to reiterate everything.
So you didn't put your hands on her?
No, sir.
There should be no reason for her to be absolutely terrified of you.
She's not terrified of me. I just spoke with.
I'm gonna quote her. She said you beat the shit out of her.
Man, I ain't do nothing like that, bro.
You do have a violation of your probation.
No,
you're going to jail.
Why am I going to jail?
Okay, domestic battery, second and subsequent.
Man,
you're also being charged with resisting.
Listen, whoa. Man, that's wrong though. That's what you did.
Those things kind of ravel out of control pretty quick, huh?
Yeah.
There's always room to improve on everything we do. Nothing ever, in my mind, goes perfectly.
And if guilty, this would be his third domestic violence?
I don't know. According to the patrol officer who's their primary unit, she's saying it would be his third domestic with the victim. So he may have priors before that, I don't know.
The average person does not get to experience stuff like that.
I know, but see, this is what the job does, because like to me, that's not even a tick on the meter. Like that didn't even get my blood pressure
So
up.
same thing, when I'm in there with the Gaines or like the Tijuana guys, like I've been desensitized to where it's not a big
something
deal.
wrong with you, dude.
But
what evidence did they have on him? Did they have any?
Evidence?
Yeah, with the text messages and stuff, like I'm gonna beat your ass or?
So I don't know, they had the domestic battery. I don't know, but it was his third subsequent offense, which brought the felony into play.
Oh, so they already had the charges?
Yeah. They had the felony, the domestic charge on him. But,
Okay, not a warrant, just PC?
Yeah, that's why we were talking about the violation of probation. And
Okay.
everything else. It was kind of.
So what's gonna happen to that guy?
He'll get a first appearance court in the morning and a bond set. And he was scared of that dog, so I'm sure it helped with his surrender. I mean, that's a benefit too.
We got into some crazy situations. The officers were brave, and I'm glad that everyone is okay. No one in the entire 2 days was harmed in the filming of this, both the criminal, the suspect, the cop, and us. So it's a good day, and things march on. So if you're interested in the murder rate going down, then this is a city to sure check out and look into and ask, what is the recipe they have going on here? So I'm excited to see the comments on this one, excited to see what you guys think. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. This is part 2 of a 3-part series. Thank you to Vic for bringing us in. Thank you to Sheriff TK, Officers Wood, Officer Plower. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Florida is where snowflakes come to melt, and I hope it stays that way.
On Facebook, TikTok, or other social media, the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office has made a routine of putting arrests and suspects front and center. But the videos are becoming heavily scrutinized, now by Mackenzie LaPointe, a U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Florida.
When we have those that are going to come into our community and try to victimize them, we're going to chase them to the end of the earth.
Who's the best at pit maneuvers in this room?
Probably me, because I'm an instructor on it.
A lot of these individuals take flight.
So they had enough balls to come here and victimize our citizens. Our deputies are going to put them through the ringer. They're going to end up landing in Pearson's penthouse where they belong.
Pearson's penthouse. Florida sheriffs have a notorious reputation for their no-nonsense, tough-on-crime approach, and perhaps no man better exemplifies this than St. Lucie County Sheriff Keith Pearson. To some, he's a legend, a man we're in the age where you wonder if the police body cam footage will be released to the public. He takes an unorthodox approach, broadcasting live, using social media to amplify his mission and encourage transparency. And he's not just some scrub on desk duty, he has spent years in the field, going on raids, doing high-speed chases in the Hellcat, and rocking the shiesty mask before it became popular. But to others, his antics are too much, over the top, and he's been criticized for being controversial.
This man is unethical. He should not even be our dog catcher.
Now by Mackenzie LaPointe, a U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Florida. Through a public record request, I learned LaPointe and Pearson discreetly spoke on the phone in April. LaPointe's concerns the videos hurt law enforcement's credibility. This is the first post LaPointe says he took issue with, writing, quote, "This disturbing image comes across as if the sheriff is posing with an antelope that he just shot on a safari."
Together, we get to dive in and see what this man is all about. Boots on the ground with Florida's wildest sheriff. Let's get to it. And guys, let me know in the comments, is it a good idea for a sheriff to leverage social media and be more transparent to the people that elected him? Or is it unprofessional to be filming the people you arrest? This is Nifty Gears, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Atomic Defense. And folks, if you have a dangerous job, like law enforcement or security, they have the gear that's gonna help keep you safe. This is some bad boy shit. This is a level 3 plate carrier, which means average blick on the street. I don't care if you're talking AK-47, AR, pistol, even if I had a switch on it, this thing protects you. And they have gear for everybody, from police officers to civilians. This is some of the best shit in the game. And if you have operations in the dark, they have some of the best night vision in the game. I mean, look at their clients. They're trusted by sheriffs, school districts, even the Department of Homeland Security. That's the feds. And they made a custom link for you, the viewer, to shop their collection. They got thermal scopes, vests, and holy shit, a bulletproof mask. Imagine doing a mission wearing one of those. Your safety is number one and always worth the investment. Get the gear if this speaks to you. Hey there, I have a meeting with Sheriff Pearson, just trying to get through the fence. Good morning, how are you?
Hey there, Marianne. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Top of the morning to you. Good to meet you, man.
Oh, absolutely.
How are you?
You're all set up.
Yes, this is apparently can stop most things in the street today, from ARs to AK-47s to blickies to even guns with switches, which I'm sure you've encountered out in the wild.
No, we have Glock Amazon switches and everything coming over from China. In the free state of Florida, you know, we're a Second Amendment state.
Mhm.
You can go to a gun shop and buy one.
Really?
You know, so we
You can buy switches in Florida?
Yeah, absolutely. You can modify your
The
gun.
ATF doesn't come running?
Well, you have to go through the process. You still have to go
Okay.
through the ATF process. I encourage our deputies to go out there and arrest anyone who wants to victimize our criminals. I encourage them to do that. When we have those that are going to come into our community and try to victimize them, whether it's porch pirates, whether it's people looking to smash and grabs, we're going to chase them to the end of the earth. These individuals have an extensive criminal history, very violent, lots of narcotic sales. They know that they've been doing wrong, breaking the law for quite some time. They just don't know when they're going to get caught again. So just our mere presence, a lot of these individuals take flight.
All units 10-30 in pursuit.
Going around the house! Right there, make a left! Yeah, I got it. We just came to check a house that we've done multiple sales of cocaine at. If they get in the vehicle and they decide to run, our deputies not only have the training, they have the policies to back them up to stop them in their tracks.
Do you guys do pit maneuvers?
100%. We're at the brink of society running rampant.
What do you see as the biggest challenge in your way for fighting crime right now?
Soft on crime ideology. Those that, you know, want to hand out ice cream cones to felons instead of handcuffs. But we know January 20th, a lot of that's going to change. You know, the handcuffs are going to be coming off the federal law enforcement and going back on the criminals where they belong. Yeah, I'm St. Lucie County Sheriff Keith Pearson. Franklin Sanders and his juvenile companion thought they were going to come through St. Lucie County with the stolen vehicle, with the Broward Task Force on their tail. Ain't happening.
Part of me thinks in the prison system we should come up with a better way to determine if someone could be more of an attribute.
Well, hopefully individuals who hadn't crossed that line to victimize our citizens see these videos and they understand that, you know, there's consequences to actions. Oh, you got some warrants there, Michael.
I got one?
Yeah.
For what?
Sale and delivery cocaine.
For real? Shit, I got 4 sale charges. I got 4 sale charges. Who I sold and delivered to?
You have agencies, and mainly in our northerner states, that have woke ideology. You can't hold the criminal accountable if you can't catch them. So if they know you're going to get behind them and turn the lights on, they're going to flee. Well, what are they going to do? They're criminals. They don't want to be caught. So of course they're going to stop. But if they get behind and they know a deputy's behind them or a Florida trooper's behind them and they put the lights on, they know I've got about 5 seconds to make a decision before they put me in a ditch. So they had enough balls to come here and victimize our citizens. Our deputies are going to put them through the ringer and we're going to let them, they're going to end up landing in Pearson's penthouse where they belong.
Pearson's penthouse. Most police forces around the country have shied away from social media, but you lean into it.
That's what the people want. When you communicate with the public, they want to see transparency.
Yes.
But the media is fake. We all know that. The future is YouTube channels. The future is connecting with the community directly, cutting the middleman out, who's going to change it to fit their agenda. What do, you know, the traditional media folks do?
They take your video, your story, they put their own words over it and package it.
There you have it.
The Real plays music with what he called racially insensitive references. In a response, Pearson said, quote, that he wholeheartedly disagrees with your statement and that, quote, we will continue to highlight criminals and crimes in an effort to dissuade those thinking about breaking our laws.
And again, the woke ideology, you know, Florida is where snowflakes come to melt, and I hope it stays that way.
You want to give us a tour?
Yeah, we'll give you a tour.
What's the difference between a sheriff and a chief of police?
So the sheriff is constitutionally elected.
Okay.
So we're elected, just how the president is elected. The chief of police works for a city, municipalities.
Police chiefs get appointed by city leaders like the mayor or city council, and sheriffs get elected by the people of the county every 4 years. The other big thing is jurisdiction. Police chiefs typically run a town or city, while sheriffs run the entire county. How many people do you oversee?
So right now we're at about 750. We have deputies in every single school in St. Lucie County to ensure our kids stay safe. So we have 18 years of these kids seeing our deputies every single day in a positive light. They're not only there to make sure that, you know, our kids engage with law enforcement, they're there to protect our kids. Major Steve Sigmund. He's in charge of law enforcement. And when you ask how does it feel to be the CEO of a $100 million company with you're close to 800 employees, you can't do it without great leaders like Major Sigmund.
What builds that budget? How do you get the money for that budget?
Citizens. We go through a budgetary hearing every year. The county commissioners approve the budget.
The sheriff's office is largely taxpayer funded?
It's 100% taxpayer
funded. No
civil
forfeiture?
No civil forfeiture.
Okay.
So this is our real-time crime center. So we have our analysts here that throughout the day monitor radio channels. If our deputies respond to a bank call, a stolen vehicle, we have the display up here to where we can see what's happening. The ladies inside this room right here is literally the heartbeat of the agency. They're funneling out information. When our deputies are responding to a bank robbery, when our deputies are responding to a missing child, and they're sorting through all the background stuff, because we want our deputies focused on driving, getting there as fast as they can. So this is a portion of our traffic unit. This is Sergeant Evans. He's in charge of the traffic unit.
Who's the best at pit maneuvers in this room?
Probably me, because I'm an instructor on it.
Some of you guys see some really rough things. They see, kid neglect. They see abuse. They see shootings. They see dead people. I mean, they see a lot of really rough things.
Either make contact or entry at the residence that the two suspected homicide suspects are hiding in.
Moments later, a man fitting the description of the suspect exits the home.
White shirt coming out, appears
It's the shooting suspect.
How do you guys work through that?
We'll have our peer support group reach out to them, and it's an app that we put on their work phone so that they hit the button, whether it's alcoholism, whether it's financial issues, whether it's seeing something terrible, decompressing. We have that availability to them. If they want to step up and they think that they need the help, we have those resources for them and their families.
What is your take on civil forfeiture?
Oh, I use it all the time. So this Mustang here was seized. This Mustang was seized from a chop shop. Mainly it's vehicles. We'll have a drug dealer in a vehicle use a vehicle, while they're committing drug deals. Or we'll have these street takeovers. We had a motorcycle, BMW S1000, was seized from an individual who makes videos on TikTok, taunting the police, doing street takeovers, driving 100 or 191 miles an hour, just in and out of traffic, just causing chaos, running from the police. I think his quote was, he's happy that law enforcement agency is putting it into use that has the balls to drive it, or something along those lines.
We were talking earlier about property theft. That almost seems like legalized property theft, but under the badge doing it.
Well, if the forfeiture comes into when things are used as an instrumentality of a crime.
But doesn't that sound like a little bit of a reach?
No, not at all. I don't think so. A lot of the stories that people hear about is person driving down the road, they had a whole bunch of money on them, they stopped and they said, I think this is drug money.
Yes.
And they would take, those days are gone.
Okay. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
Are you having any trouble recruiting?
No, we've got lines around we're not the highest paid agency either, but I think being able to connect with the community, being able for the younger generation, the newer generation to see that we want them to be cops. As long as our deputies use their judgment and do it for the right reasons, I got their back 100%. But if they mess up and they do the wrong thing, I'm also gonna slam them just as hard.
Yeah. And folks, just a reminder, if you wanna get the Big Dogs Gotta Eat sweatshirts, RIP Mainstream Media t-shirts, TommyGMcGee.com. What's the most bizarre arrest encounter you've had on the job?
People being in a car naked, getting pulled over. I was in narcotics and vice for the longest time, and this is going back about 10 years ago. I go make a drug purchase. I think it was oxycodone at the time. Bought trafficking him out from an individual. He ends up getting arrested, goes through the process, gets in trouble, gets sentenced to prison, goes to prison for a year or two, gets out. The day that he gets out, I'm still in my undercover mode, just different places. We cross paths at a gathering at another event, and he's there selling again. Well, he recognizes me, and he goes, hey, you're that motherfucker that put me away. So there's no backup, there's no, if you're really undercover, you're really undercover. So I said, hey man, my bad, the cops pulled me over on the way here, and I didn't know you at the time, so I figured if I gave them somebody, they'd let off me, and they did. So my bad, I won't do you like that again. So he was thinking in his head, like, I would do the same thing. He's like, oh shit, makes sense. He goes, all right, he sold to me again, right there on the spot. And then obviously he's in prison again. But that's
so anybody who's been selling dope is hiding. They know we're coming for him. So we'll be right back out at it tomorrow.
How are you?
The SWAT week this week.
What are you guys training for in particular now?
The basics of this training is from a source, Cadre Consultants. They're out of Broward. Ultimately, this is going to lead into CQC training.
Close quarter combat.
Yeah.
Now he's in charge of the SWAT team. He makes sure that every one of our deputies are dead accurate shots, as you could see. He makes sure that our training, their training is top tier level. Make sure they have all the equipment they need to succeed the missions. He's directly responsible for every one of the SWAT team members. And again, it's a heavy burden to take on. You know, to know that you're instructing and you're giving the team and the guidance to officers that have to wear ballistic material to go in there and get the people that don't want to be caught.
What's the biggest thing you want to accomplish in the county?
Probably just see some of the crime reduced, you know, some of the shootings. Fort Pierce has seen a lot of shootings. Maybe get in there and try to reduce some of the violence.
It's certainly a very high-risk job. What's something you think the average person back home might not know about your profession that you could tell them?
When they see all these guys with all this equipment on, you know, sometimes they have a tendency to forget that there's a human being with a family, with kids, with loved ones that goes out and does this job every day to make other people safe, and just to kind of remember, they're not just machines, they're not robots.
How has it felt in the last 4 years, especially since the George Floyd incident? Policing has been really, like, people have just shit on it in America. A lot of people have.
You know, we're not having those issues here because, you know, we've always engaged with the community. You know, our previous sheriff, Sheriff Ken Mascara, was in office for 23 years. His biggest focus was on community engagement and being personable, being tailorable. You know, my cell number is out there to any one of our residents.
Really?
And I would say the pendulum's starting to go back the other way, where the public wants more cops in their community and wants them to, you know, take action against all this crime.
You know, treat everybody with respect and show them that just because there's one bad apple in the bunch, the whole bunch isn't ruined.
How often when you guys are doing a raid, let's say you're raiding someone for fentanyl, how often does a shootout actually occur?
He's right there. Come out!
Come over here!
Come out now! Come out!
Come over here!
Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Move! Move! I don't care! Move!
Shield up.
Coming up, Mikey. Small room.
We'll clear this side of the house.
We surround the house. We make our presence known. We use the presence of marked units and verbal de-escalation. We give the commands. We ask them to come outside. They 9 times out of 10 realize that we're not going anywhere. It is in fact a search warrant. We have a legal reason to be there. And generally they'll come out realizing that, look, there's a show of force. We're going to end up coming in anyway. It's inevitable. So we usually get the intended result with the least use of force possible.
Tonight we're taking part in a multi-agency enhanced traffic enforcement operation. Some of the detectives stopped the vehicle for some traffic violations, and they transmitted that they've recovered a large amount of narcotics. We're going to head that way and see if we could help with anything. There it is. You know, it's inconspicuous. It's the shape of a kilo. We hadn't had it cut and opened yet to check it, but the dog alerted to it. They said the item was initially concealed underneath it in there, so we're going to contact our crime scene unit, have them come out, process it. It's a fairly large amount of narcotics from what we're seeing at this point right now. There's one. And there's another kilo of cocaine.
What are the most common things some police departments are doing to drop the ball right now?
But when it comes down to, you know, law enforcement, when it comes down to, you know, fixing problems, you know, it's very simple. It's just you got to go right back to the basics. You know, we've been a community, or we've been, you know, people have been on the earth for many years, and then we evolve. But you can only evolve so far
You know, evil's evil. You know, people are going to commit crime. You have to just face it straight on and use what you have within your means. You know, budget plays a big role in it. You know, not every agency has the budget to, you know, have the real-time crime center, to have LPR cameras that only assist our deputies with going out there and locking people up.
We're here at the Sheriff Aviation Unit. This madman's gonna take us up in the sky when there's an impending storm. I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but you bought the ticket, you take the ride. So on a risk scale, going up.
He's nervous.
I can't determine that until we actually see what's coming.
Until we fly until we fly, right? Fly until you can't fly. You ready?
Who's going?
Probably the three of us. That's all right.
Best luck, guys.
His name is Schoner.
Sergeant Schoner. Yep.
He doesn't seem very excited right now, and he's.
Well, they're real serious, you know, because they take
real serious.
Yeah.
Is smiling a crime in this jurisdiction?
No.
This is one way to spin the block, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely bend the block with this one, right?
You slid, Jet. You slid, Jet.
Who? I slid?
You slid, Jet.
Ah.
If we do spot a child predator as we're flying, are we allowed to just shoot out of the window and try and get him?
No, can't do that.
Is that where we deploy the dogs and the tactical team?
I would radio down, but I don't think we're going to be able to see any predators from the sky.
Is it on your dream list to arrest P. Diddy?
No.
So is this going to be a no-joke flight?
Yeah. Well, because you got to remember, we're going to be flying, you know, in the air. You know, there are a lot of instruments. You know, it's a, you know, this is probably one of our most. Look how clean the floor is. You know, very, very dangerous and serious flight.
Helicopters are a very important tool in crime fighting and public safety. For safety, a bird in the sky can help locate someone in the ocean that has had a boating accident, and for crime, it can help with things like smugglers using boats and high-speed car chases. Any car thief with enough experience will tell you that a helicopter adds another dimension of difficulty to getting away from the authorities.
But that was actually pretty damn smooth.
I enjoyed that. I'm glad we did it. No, absolutely. How are we doing in booking? Do we have any movements or is it busy or? I'm pulling up to the Sally Port. If you want to let us in, we're going to come into the Sally Port. If you just want to meet us out there. We've got upwards of 40 deputies on shift out here. I mean, it's one of the largest moving pieces, you know, because we're entrusted to keep, you know, our community safe. What's happening, buddy? Good. This is our intake area. They get brought in, you know, they get placed up here, they get searched, they make sure they have nothing in here.
Come on in here. This is where we do what we call the pat-down area, or to make sure no one has any weapons or drugs or anything like that before entering the secure area of the facility. All their property is taken from them at this point. Your misdemeanor and light felons in male will get blue uniform. You can see the orange over on the other side if they are a violent inmate or they have a violent past.
They have a database that we get a thumbprint from them, and it kind of puts a light, not an AFIS, but not a 100% fingerprint match, but it's our own little database because our deputies do have fingerprint readers on the street. So in the event that a deputy encounters somebody and they don't have ID or they don't want to be cooperative, we're able to use a small device to get a fingerprint. If they've ever been arrested before, it'll give us a close match to them. So it'll at least give us a roll. Now, this is our holding. Usually we'll keep people separate. You know, if we have males and females, we'll keep females in one, males in another. So when they come into here, this is an X-ray machine that they're able to do a body scan on to see if there's anything on them, you know, anything hidden in their cavities.
Check them in the rectum, they say?
Well, I'm not sure if that's the terminology they use, but this would be the device that does the body scan, and it would be able to determine if there's, you know, something there hidden. You know, sometimes when people come into the facility, They, they're well, not necessarily drunk, but just out of control or violent or wanting to fight or lash out.
It would suck to have to get strapped onto this.
It does. No, I think it would as well. But again, it's designed, to prevent somebody from hurting themselves. Whether they're here, they're banging their head on the wall. But once they're in this, they're put on camera. They're on constant surveillance.
Who makes money from the bonds? The bond company?
Yeah, I think it would be the bond company.
But you don't see any of that?
No, I wish. It'd definitely help. But we don't get no money from tickets, despite what people think. We don't get any money from bondsmen, when they process it. So this is our processing area. This is Sergeant Lamb.
How you doing? I'm Tom.
This is where they would take their photos, they'd fingerprint them, they'd put a band, wristband on them. And then when they're going to call their bondsman or make a phone call, here's the holding cell. You have the phone call. So this is where they'd call home. They've got a list of different bondsmen. They'd make their free call from here.
So 10 dudes could be in here and they all share one toilet?
20 or 30 dudes in here.
And they all share one toilet?
Yeah.
You have to just, hey guys.
Sorry. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's amazing that jail or prison isn't more of a deterrent. I can't imagine spending more than an hour here and being like, okay, I'm never doing anything again that'll get me here.
Well, if somebody out there is homeless and they don't have the means to have their house or food or whatever or warmth, when are they going to come here? They're going to come here during the winter times.
So I totally get it for a homeless person. This is a great option if you're homeless. But for the other guys, what do you think makes someone a habitual offender? Why do you think this isn't bad enough to not want to repeat?
Really not much more than we can attribute it to that. It's just how they're raised. We do have programs here to hopefully get them out of that. But some of them are just going to keep coming back and forth.
Does that blow your mind a little bit though?
It did when I first started. Been here almost 18 years. I'm kind of moved to it at this point, so it doesn't really affect me anymore.
On the flip note, look how clean this place is. I mean, who wouldn't want to come to Pearson's Penthouse? It's pretty clean.
I don't want to come here.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
I think they had 4 bag lunches for us. This is our lunch. We haven't been busy.
Thank you. This is a typical jail meal.
When they go out, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, 2 sandwiches.
Oh. Turkey.
This actually doesn't look so bad.
No, it doesn't.
Give a close-up. I don't know what kind of...
Oh, you got a nice thick slice. Look at that. You got a thick old slice.
Look at the pattern of the meat.
All right, 1 bite. Everyone knows the rule. What do you grade that turkey sandwich?
1, they actually have a real thick piece of turkey. If this was an airport, it'd be like, a fraction of this. I'd say as far as jail food goes, this is pretty good.
Good. I'm glad that our culinary department is up to par.
I can already tell how it tastes.
Oh, how does it taste? Tell us.
Bread and turkey.
Like a sandwich that you just had some cold cuts that Boris had, right?
I feel like it's really good bread. Like
the bread makes
I thought the bread
sandwich.
was gonna be more tough or more kind of stale.
While it's important for Keith to be tough on crime, he is also passionate about building opportunities for the community. Here's a gym that his father started in his time as an officer, and Keith has kept going while he's worn the badge.
This is our way that we give kids in the community to have a place to come to. This is 100% volunteer base, so everyone that comes in here.
So this is provided by the department?
The sheriff's office sponsors it, but it's totally funded from the community. The building's owned outright by the nonprofit. It's a police athletic league, and we were talking a little bit earlier about giving kids options and opportunity. This is a vessel to do that. So in 1994, we saw that a lot of kids in our community didn't have the parents, didn't have the mentorship, didn't have the guidance. So we brought a police athletic league here to our community to give kids the key word, opportunity. We've sent kids to the kids from our community. We've sent to the Olympics with the traits and characteristics that they build. So we're taking action. We're putting programs in place. It's free to the kids there.
So what you're starting to hit on that I think is really important is the community policing aspect.
You have to be a part of your community to effectively police your community. If you're just running off of policies and not changing with the community, not engaging with the community, then that's all you're going to be. The community's not going to have trust in you because you're only going to be there when there's problems. We focus on combat sports because if you do team sports, Think of this for a second. There's football practice. Your parents just got into a fight, or someone just got arrested, or there's an alcohol substance abuse, and you missed practice. Now you're letting the team down. When you come back, what happens? You get benched. You get benched for no other reason that you missed practice for things out of your control. So doing combat sports, boxing, wrestling, karate, it's you against you. So if they come and they miss a week, when they come back, they could pick up right where they left off.
And the self-confidence to be able to defend yourself.
You're pissed off at the world. You come in here, 9 out of 10 times, these kids never even make it to the ring. But they'll go back to one of those punching bags there, and they'll let go of that frustration.
Yeah.
I'm trying to expand and do other.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay, how hard is it to recruit your friends to come train here?
My friends not really so hard. It depends. Like, it depends. If you know somebody that's like motivated or like very dedicated, like if you surround yourself with people that are driven, it's not really so hard.
The organization's been here since 1994. So there's generations of people who've come here for just that opportunity to come out and go to different events. And we're not a typical gym. You know, when you go away on an event, what does it cost you? You know, we pay for the transport, we pay for the house, you know, the hotels. We set them up there. We've got great mentors that are here. Nobody here gets paid. This is 100% volunteer based. It's for the community, by the community.
2025, what's on your list to knock out of the park?
Well, we just want to secure our borders. You know, we're 60 miles away from the Bahamas. And what happens is, you know, when the border in Texas tightens up, we have vessels that come over. So we have those that want to enter our country illegally. And when they come over illegally, this isn't humanitarian. This isn't families. Most of them have criminal backgrounds, and they're bringing kilos of fentanyl, kilos of cocaine, weapons, things to harm our citizens.
Most of the people you encounter crossing the border have
Yes, sir.
criminal backgrounds.
Yes, sir. You know what, I'm reflecting back on that question that you asked me earlier. Well, what's the goals for 2025? America first. We're gonna put America first. We're gonna put our American citizens first. We're gonna put our border first. We're gonna put the lives affected by the poison fentanyl coming into our communities first.
Folks, this was an inside look into the wildest sheriff in Florida. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
You think I'm scared of guns, bro? I'm not scared of no gun, bro. You got in my face, nigga.
They just shot Schindler and Tommy and them standing outside.
Keep your hands up, exit the car.
Is it hard recruiting new officers nowadays?
It is. The field has just become very unpopular.
What do we got going on right here?
Public intox and disorderly conduct.
I'll be right out in the morning. What's up, Sarge? Suck ass nigga.
As soon as I take these handcuffs out, when he takes those cuffs out, when I take these handcuffs. Holy motherfucker.
Yeah, somebody gonna have to pay. I don't care what. Yeah, somebody gonna pay.
Today we look into one of America's most deadly and controversial professions, policing. And in this post-George Floyd era, police have been under incredible scrutiny. And as a result, filming with the police is a lot harder than it used to be in the days of good old-fashioned cops episodes. However, we seem to be entering a new era. Police have gotten a lot of bad press over the last few years, and what I'm noticing is some departments have begun to try and shift the narrative by recording and broadcasting off their own social media platforms, or they invite independent news like me in. And today, we head to East Chicago, an Indiana town located somewhere between gangster ghost town Gary and Dalton, Illinois, where our dear friend Tiffany Henyard is. And for those not familiar with this place, crimegrade.org gives the city a D- for overall crime and an F for violent crime. We'll see if that's true. And in East Chicago, Chief Rivera gives us unprecedented access where we see a range of wild situations. Uncomfortable domestic violence calls, we respond to the scenes of shots fired, we witness heated interactions with civilians, and we see people get processed and thrown in jail. We have laughs, we have controversial discussions, and blood-pumping moments. Folks, let's head to East Chicago. Folks, there's a video I can't release because it's pending court case, but it's a base jumper video we did that is absolutely insane. One of my favorite pieces of all time. It looks like this.
3, 2, 1.
Looks like we're surrounded by cops. We had a police drone. They're gonna jump and then we're gonna see what happens after this.
We're professional base jumpers.
I don't know much about East Chicago, so we're gonna learn more about that. And I think there's a lot of very important things we can cover today in a job that most people don't get to see what it's like. I mean, we used to have cops back in the day, but ever since, you know, media went kind of shit for police, there's not much out there right now currently. So we aim to bring you guys an episode of Cops and ask the question that everyone else wants to ask too.
What can you tell us about this area?
Very diverse. It's a wonderful city. It's up and coming.
So this place used to be really rough in what, the 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah, there's a lot of gang activity, a lot more than there is now. Usual suspects, I should say.
Holy shit. What's going on, man?
Good.
Tommy.
Hi, Jose Rivera. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Been here going on 27 years now. Been chief close to 2.5 years now. So that's Officer Greenwood. That's gonna be
What's going on, man?
Your chauffeur.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good.
You ready to rumble today?
Yeah.
And how long have you been a cop?
Coming up on my 3rd year. I like being a cop. I like helping people. The way that they are.
Holy fucker. Through. You just went through a stop sign.
Yeah. There were no cars.
LCJ, mileage 458.
Right in front of you, two rolling, two.
I know. See, no.
He just did what you did. You can't get him for that.
No, I can't.
You pulling him over?
Mm-hmm.
Holy motherfucker.
Subject 4900 Todd.
I may have a traffic stop, 4800 block of Alexander. Advising ready for plate. So the reason for the stop, you're rolling all the stop signs, man. You're not coming to a stop.
Did you realize he was on you for a while?
No, until you just put on the side ride, I had no clue.
Did that surprise you?
It scared the shit out of me because I'm like, who the hell? I'm thinking somebody finna run me off the sidewalk, and I'm like, who the hell driving on the sidewalk with me?
Basically, you rolled through the stop sign. I saw him earlier roll through a stop sign. So I'm like, you can't get him for that, man. You can't get him for that.
I mean, this last one, I actually was gonna stop, then the guy just basically like waved me on, so I just ended up.
There's that for you, man. Just make sure you stop at the stop signs, okay?
I will do.
All right, you're good, man.
Other than that, it's like, as long as you don't give them a reason, I don't think they'll f with you.
Stay safe, brother. Have a good day. Have a good one.
You tell him I ran the stop sign too?
Since 2020, I believe, a reduction in police contact with civilians. So they're less likely to stop, they're less likely to engage. What do you make of those numbers?
I think more cops are scared of a lawsuit now.
I think you get the maniacs that are, say, ACAB, and you get the maniacs that are always like, Blue Lives Matter, it's always the police are right. So you get the two extremes.
Oh, yeah, no.
When in reality, it's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
Is there a cop case in recent history that you feel like the cop was actually in the wrong?
That one recently in Illinois.
What happened?
With that woman in the boiling pot.
Oh, they shot her in her house, right?
Yeah.
If the cop goes away to jail, you're like, justice served.
Yeah, that was unjustified.
So far, it's pretty peaceful in East Chicago. We got a couple hours of sunlight left. We'll see what happens. I got a couple questions from Instagram coming in, okay?
Oh, okay.
Why are they so understaffed?
No one wants to be the police anymore.
Why is that?
It's too dangerous.
You think it's a scary job?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, it's scary. Scary as hell every day.
Is it hard recruiting new officers nowadays?
It is, but I think a lot of that has to do with the colleges. In the past, I believe the criminal justice programs in the colleges were positive, and now they're starting to show all the negative stuff. You know, for every George Floyd incident, there was a million incidents that went perfect. The field has just become very unpopular.
I mean, everyone to their own has their own opinion. The only thing that people are showing is the one bad apple of a department.
I'm just calling different people in Milwaukee. What questions would you have for a police officer?
Why they do racial profiling? Motherfuckers that got tits.
I can't see who's in that car. All I know is the state mandates a certain percent.
Okay, I told him that if he ever tried becoming a police officer in Milwaukee, that we'd do the speed on him.
Oh, definitely.
On my mama. The pocket that we were patrolling the most is all within like 2 minutes of the police station. It's always interesting when the hot spot is that close to the station.
Probably the perfect location between the good side of the city and the most busy side of the city. So we're right in that fine line in the middle.
What do we got going on right here?
Public intox and disorderly conduct.
Get out.
Come on.
I get out on my own. I don't need nobody to touch me. I'm playing.
We'll get this property right now. Come on, let's go.
That's what I'm doing, right? Don't touch me. I'll be right out in the morning. What's up, Sarge? Suck ass nigga. What's up, Lieutenant?
Go ahead and make it right.
Stop grabbing my arm like that.
Spread your legs.
Look, there you go. Stop. Look. Now you don't have to,
Let's go.
touch me. Look.
I'm gonna take these handcuffs off. As soon as I take these handcuffs off,
when he takes those cuffs off,
when I take these handcuffs off, put them up against the glass.
I'm not
Place your hands on the glass.
All I got is public intoxication, man.
And disorderly conduct.
Lorenzo, what led to this situation?
My sister was beating my ass. This tough guy behind me, I'm not gonna move fast because they
talk and
right
look at
there.
the
Look,
glass.
see? You see that?
You
It's
can
about
talk and
control.
look at the
That's
glass.
about control.
Go ahead, man.
Look at him. Look at him.
Dude.
Look at him. I'm finna get a lawsuit.
Stop
I'm finna get a
blocking your
lawsuit.
muscles, man.
Look,
Bro, what?
Look, I'm finna get a
Lock it
lawsuit.
up. Stop resisting.
Look.
Switch sides, yeah. I got
Look,
this.
Sarge,
Go.
I'm not doing
Got this.
nothing. Look, Sarge. I'm not doing nothing.
So Lorenzo, was it kind of a family altercation that went too far?
Come on.
Yeah. Look.
Lorenzo, what's going through your head right now?
I'm not even mad, bro, because I didn't do nothing. They locked me up for no reason.
You're the one that called.
Right.
Like, what were you looking for them to do when they showed up?
I expected them to arrest the people that I called the police on, but they wasn't trying to hear that.
What's your general impression of the police?
They cool. You feel me? I don't got nothing against the police. They abuse the authorities sometimes.
Do you think they were rough with you?
They definitely was.
How many drinks did you have?
A lot.
All of it seemed pretty standard to me. The whole time though, when he was actually just trying to look at us and talk, why were you guys so insistent about moving his head and not let him talk to us?
So we try to keep people controlled in this area. If you were to put your hands against the glass,
You're a lot weaker here.
you're weaker, correct. So if you try to move, go ahead and make a movement.
Blocking the leg.
So we try to control the head. Anywhere the head goes, you go.
Yep, the head and the body follows.
Correct.
Police brutality has been a big subject of discussion in America over the last few years. Let's talk about how prevalent it really is. University of Illinois Chicago ran the data on this issue and found the following. Each year, 50 million people have a police encounter. 1 million of these involve threats or use of force. 250,000 civilians are injured by law enforcement, and about 1,300 people are killed, again, on a yearly basis. However, the number of these that we can chalk up to police brutality is tough to quantify. I mean, how many of these incidents involve someone resisting or someone that injured themselves trying to escape, or is truly a case where someone did get brutalized by police? To me, the answer to a safer police and civilian relationship is transparency. After all, we fund these guys. They should report to us. Tell me in the comments what you think would lead to a safer interaction between police and civilians.
You want to tell them what I found in the car? Some type of pill. Ooh.
What's going through your head right now, man?
Disappointed in what? You just said you got out of rehab, right?
How long have you been fighting addiction for, man?
2 years.
How'd you get into it? Just for your wife or what?
I was prescribed.
And how did this whole situation start?
Somebody called saying that there was a guy in a red truck that wasn't moving, and he was at a pump that was not usable.
Why are your pants so tight?
Because I like them that way. Just trying to look good for you. These are Rockies.
And what kind of underwear are you wearing?
Oh man, tight.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
You get nervous at all before a shift when you go out in the night?
Nope, just get excited. That's all.
Prefer night shift or day shift?
Nights.
Why is that?
And I like DUIs, so the majority of my DUIs happen on night shift.
Oh, what do you see up here?
This guy's got no fucking brake lights. Evening, how you doing, ma'am?
Hello.
Can I get your driver's license, please?
I asked why you pulled me over.
Yes, you have absolutely no brake lights. Not gonna write you a ticket for it. I'm just gonna check your driver's license, make sure everything's good to go.
So tell me more about going after people for little shit, because some people would look at that and be like, why are you hassling them over a brake light?
You ever heard of the broken window theory? Go after the little shit, hit it when it's little. Otherwise, you ignore the broken window turns into an abandoned building turns into a slum, slums turn into drug houses, whatever the hell you name it. Next thing you know, you got a big problem. Freddie Ortiz, I knew it. How you been, buddy?
I've been okay. How you been?
Where's Jennifer at?
I don't know.
You got anything on you right now before we search your backpack?
No, my knife.
What do you make of all these deodorants?
He stole them, probably. He's a known narcotic user in our city. This yours? The shit we find.
You're free to go, okay?
Thank you. You got a hand sanitizer?
I wish. I don't know why you...
Oh, let me guess.
You meet that guy a lot?
In the last 3 months, I've probably dealt with him at least 4 or 5 times. Good evening, how y'all doing? Can I get your driver's license? And you guys got IDs as well?
Where you have girls speeding route.
No, how much of you had to drink tonight with that in the car?
172 TV and route.
Turn the car off. Turn the car off. You step out with me. Stand along that wall over there. You can start pulling them out. Where y'all headed?
Back to the house.
How much have you had to drink tonight? Just a little bit. So I'm gonna have you follow the tip of this pen. Can you see it with the lights?
I stopped to get some
Okay.
Yes, video.
No, keep your head still. Keep your head still. You're gonna start 1 foot in front of the other, okay? Heel to toe. All right, go ahead, turn around. So at this time, you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated. I'm going to take you to station. You are going to do another breath test, which I will then ask you again if you are willing to consent to, okay? But as of right now, on the portable breath test, you blew a .162. That's twice the legal limit, okay?
So we just saw a DUI arrest. Guy was driving with twice the legal limit. There's certain crimes you have sympathy for, but drunk driving is just a fucking stupid move, so.
Y'all tripping, man. I've been drinking, I just got work.
Okay.
I work
I'm not
12
gonna violate your
hours.
rights, right? I'm gonna give you your fucking
Damn, y'all ain't had to do that.
Got it?
Y'all bogus as hell, man. I'm a hard-working man. Yeah, man, y'all pay. Well, I got something for you when I get out, though.
What is that? What you got? What you got?
What do you got for us? You got it on camera?
Implied consent. I have probable cause to believe that you have operated a vehicle
I
while
don't care about
intoxicated.
nothing of that.
I must now offer
I don't care about none of that.
Submit to a chemical test and inform.
No, nigga, y'all just take my life away from me, man.
Give me that. Stop.
I just got my license back, man. After 15 years. Y'all gonna take that from me? Yeah, somebody gonna have to pay. I don't care what. Yeah, somebody gonna pay.
How long you been doing that contracting work for?
I've been doing it ever since I've been out. I've been out 3 months. I was a good time for it. Stalking.
Given the opportunity, would you ever become a police officer?
No.
You had a little bit of a struggle going in and out. What do you think it would take to break that cycle and just stay out and stay free?
Stop dealing with officers like him.
To stop, you've gone up. You're at a .172 now.
Well, what my charges is?
It's going to be OWI endangering for yourself and your 2 passengers, and regular OWI.
Oh my God, man. Bogus, man.
Still driving.
This would be another reason why I could never be a police officer. This would be a really difficult part of the job.
But even though I know he messed up, I still have sympathy for man, this guy just cannot help but repeat his.
Some people can.
As we were about to pack it up for the night, we got one last call. There were shots fired nearby, so we sped to the scene right away. This is what happened.
There's someone up there.
You ain't hearing nothing or what?
I ain't hear nothing.
7 shots fired. We got the big guns out right now. We're looking. People are poking their heads out of their apartments, wondering what happened.
Do you think that guy in the window noticed?
Yeah.
When he says I didn't hear anything and there were 7 bullets fired right there, does that sound impossible to you?
Yeah. He would have heard it.
What happened? I don't know, bro. You was asleep.
Why the f is you asking me questions?
You the one asking questions. You just asked what happened, didn't you?
Him ask me a question, bitch.
Hey, have a good night.
Get out my business.
Go ahead, go back to public school.
Man, go your ass back to school, bro.
Get a GED,
You the
big
one that
toe.
came here. You talking about?
You right.
You
Because you being ignorant, that's why we came here.
Go find the rest of them shells.
Oh, they up there with you?
You got them.
That sound like an admission to guilt, huh?
Stupid ass.
Goofy.
Y'all said it was bullet holes in cars and shit. Let me check. Make sure there ain't no bullet holes in my car. Excuse me, bro. Why are you investigating my car? You think I'm scared of guns, bro?
What did you fucking
I'm not scared of no gun, bro. You got in my face, nigga. Car. For what?
You're a violation of Indiana West property.
This is property, bro. This is property.
Come on back upstairs.
Alright, leave my car alone, bro. Leave my car alone, bro.
It's going. It ain't gonna be here in the morning. You stay here, right?
Yeah.
How long you been staying here?
I've been staying here for a while.
Longer than 30 days?
Yeah.
Longer than 90 days?
Yeah.
So you have 90 days to register your vehicle in Indiana once you become an Indiana resident.
I'm in the process of getting all that together.
Yeah, I mean, you get 90 days.
He said you, so now you're saying you back?
No, this isn't a because it's not his vehicle. He brought my attention to the vehicle. Now that I see that it has expired tags, the vehicle can be towed for any reason.
This is my car. I don't know what me and you had going on or whatever. I just moved out here to better myself and my kids. I have a 14-year-old. I'm trying to keep away from Chicago and things like that.
Can I help you some?
No, you could go. You could go back in the house. You could go back in.
Bro, I'll give you another 60 days. I'll put a 60-day notice on the car. If the vehicle's still here, we're gonna have to tow it.
All right.
So we tag the cases for evidence. We send them off to the system that we use with the state police that identifies those shell casings, which will obviously match it to the make and model of that firearm. And once they do that testing, they'll see if that firearm or those shell casings, or the shell casings from that firearm was used in another crime, or, you know what I mean, something like that.
We are driving through Chicago in rush hour traffic on our way to day 2 of filming with the East Chicago Police Department. The truth is, cops are an essential part of society. We just need to make sure that the cops that we have are accountable and just and fair. So anyways, this is day 2 with the East Chicago Police. How's it going, man? What's going through your mind starting off a shift?
I usually talk to guys when we get in, see what's going on throughout the day, what we've had, like what calls we've had. I know there's a shooting in Porter County. There was earlier today. Kind of go over stuff like that when we get in.
How long have you been doing this?
I joined the military. I did law enforcement in the Coast Guard for 5 years, a little less than 5 years. Got out, went to the academy in 2016. So then I came here about 4 years ago. So I've been here for about 4 years.
One thing I envy about this job is it seems like there's opportunity to build real brotherhood, where you just don't get that in a cubicle environment.
No, yeah, no. And then on the other hand, it's a double-edged sword, because it's like cops tend to only hang out with cops, where like other jobs, you know, I was a union carpenter for a little bit, you know, like a lot of those people can hang out with other professions, you know. Once you become a cop, a lot of people don't want to hang out with you anymore. You know what I mean? Especially with like the, you know, the climate a couple of years ago, after everything that was going on with like BLM movements and all the other things, like it really, the public interest, you know, the public perception of us really pulled back.
You know, what was it like living through that?
Like we always have people, you know, like yelling 12 or, you know, 8, all the other stuff, you know, so nothing really changed. The people that didn't like us. People that did like us, they still liked us. You know, we still go to our calls and answer them the same way.
Folks, I do think police unfairly got the shit end of the stick in the media and to their reputation since the George Floyd era. They do a dangerous job that not many people would have the courage to do. So to me, the ACAB mentality that emerged was just plain stupid. I think we can all agree that pretty much any time you say everyone from a group is bad, you are gonna end up with a dumb and lazy way of thinking. However, I do think the BLM movement was right to point out that the police need to be held accountable. Everyone, including the police, should find that quite reasonable. To me, doctrines like qualified immunity are a bit scary, especially when it seems like this new administration in power is more okay with letting law enforcement do as they please without consequences. And for context, qualified immunity essentially means police officers would be shielded from personal liability on the job. People against qualified immunity believe this would set a dangerous precedent that would allow law enforcement to get away with things that they shouldn't. So I wanted to know what these police officers thought about policing in the post-George Floyd era.
That's changed a lot. You know, people think that we were for what happened. No, we're against officers like that, and I think that video changed us, and I think for the worse. I think it went a little overboard though, because I think some politicians, their job isn't guaranteed, so they're gonna go a little overboard. That's where the defund movement came. That's where the riots started to come, a lot of the protesting, and that's where you started seeing the decline in applicants for police departments. But on the positive side, it changed training. It changed the way now you deal with people like that. It made departments more accountable now. Just because you're not the one using the force doesn't mean you can't be found guilty.
You're gonna search it, it's an amnesty period, you tell me it's in there, if you give it to me, it is what it is, you throw it out, it's not that deep. If you lie to me, I'm more likely to take you to jail. I don't know about it. That's right. I'll step to the back.
clear balance.
Set up for me. Yeah, like that. You're not supposed to be having that gun, bro.
Well, I was transferring to my house like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I hear you, but you know you're not supposed to have it, period.
Yeah. Apparently, he's a felon, and he also has a current pending felony case. So obviously, he's not supposed to be in possession of a firearm.
All right, turn to face me. Take your belt off. Your chains. You walk that way. All right, bro, I'll bring it in.
Behaviors are normal.
What the hell's going on over here?
Check it out.
Is it an arrest?
I don't know. We'll see.
It is here.
Got a Venezuelan driver bought the car. The plate doesn't match the car, and
Maybe you bought a stolen car.
the car he bought the car.
We might know the guys he bought it from. Hola, señor, ¿cómo está?
Bien, gracias.
Bienvenidos a Estados Unidos. ¿Cómo siente sobre policía en América?
Han sido respetuosos en cuanto a su trabajo.
Habla sobre la diferencia de policía en Venezuela y policía aquí.
Oh, demasiada diferencia. En Venezuela la policía son puros delincuentes con uniforme.
¿Sientes más seguro aquí con policía o en Venezuela con policía?
Oh, acá, definitivamente acá.
After a routine traffic stop, this Venezuelan gentleman was found to be doing nothing wrong and sent on his way.
Yeah, his headlights on. He's trying. At him over traffic stop. 3900 block. Dude, what are you doing? 3900 block of Alder.
You're just trying to go about his day?
I don't, what the f are you doing, bro? What's going on?
What?
What do you mean with what?
What happened?
What do you mean what happened? You see me behind you and then you start backing up? You almost hit my car, bro. What do you mean? You thought I was parking with my blues on? You got a brake light out. Give me your license. Where you coming from, man?
No, I was door dashing.
Say again?
I was door dashing.
You're door dashing? Do you live here? You live across the street? Is that your mom or what? Say again?
It's on the license.
What do you mean it's on the license?
What's going on? Why you recording?
You got any guns in the car, bro? You have no guns in the car? If you do, I mean, you can legally own them, right? I'm not trying to pinch you up. I'd rather know than not know. So do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, man. Hey, if you don't listen. Hey, okay, listen. I get on making you nervous. You're making me nervous, bro. Because you're backing up, bro, and I was getting nervous. I ain't here to try to pinch you up. Okay? If you're straight with me, I'm straight with you. Without reaching for, where is the gun? Is it on your person?
Yeah. It's on.
Okay, so do me a favor. Put your hands on the wheel for me, okay? And just keep them there, okay? Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the gun. It's in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this one's. I'm gonna search his car. I can smell it, but he's got some stuff in there too.
Yeah. So when you see the cops like this and your son, what goes through your head?
Not good, man. Ain't good, buddy.
A little nervous?
No, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We've been through this years, man. You know, we always going through this.
He's at a brake light down. That's all it is. Just brake light down.
Okay.
And then
We get it.
and the thing, and you know, and the reason he's even got to this point where I'm talking to him, and he didn't want to talk to me really, and then I asked him if he had a gun, and he's no, and then he turned out he had a gun. You know, he ended up coming clean about it. You know what I mean? But like, you know, obviously being very, you know, and I get it. I don't know whatever actual interaction he's had with us before, but you know, like I told him, he's straight with me, I'm straight with him, and as long as there's nothing crazy, then he'll be on his way. He's not under arrest. He's just detained right now.
Okay.
That's all. Here's your license back, bro. Okay? Yeah. I'm glad you didn't hit my car. I really thought you were gonna hit my car. What I'm gonna do, so put that in your pocket, okay? The keys are right here. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it's either one of your brake lights. I think it's that one. I think it's your left one's out completely. Here's your keys. No ticket, nothing like that. Just get your taillight fixed, okay? Don't back into a cop car. Cool? All right, bro. The way he was driving, like everything, dude. And like, you asked him a simple question. Like when I asked him for his license, I don't know if you saw, but like I wanted to go like take it from him, and he like he pulled it back from me right away and was like, "What would you stop me for?" And I'm like, "Dude, like, give me your license." Like, but you know, lying about a gun and being kind of weird and being really weird actually, and then the driving behavior and everything else like that. Oh, and then he told me he just bought the gun, but the gun looked like the wear marks on it, unless he bought it used, I guess. Adam Edward. This vehicle crashed into the concrete barrier. The suspect ran. There's blood in the car. I don't know. They're on foot somewhere. I don't know where they would have came from. He lives right down the street. Oh yeah, they're fucked up.
It is amazing that someone can be bleeding that bad walking down the street and no one really knows.
And he probably has a head injury because he hit. I mean, I'm sure. Like you can see, there's blood in the airbag.
I think it's underrated how much alcohol can fuck your life up. Like alcohol is so popular in this country.
Yep.
But it contributes to a lot of issues we have, and especially probably from what you guys see.
Yep. Oh man. Yeah. The amount of like even just violent, like where people want to resist or start shit with us, or like, you know, even just them like just screaming at us, or just like, you know, fighting with everything. Yeah. All over booze, bro.
After meeting with a tow truck driver to get this ditched vehicle sorted out, Miguel and I returned to the police cruiser. While Officer Schindler was still outside taking care of business, he heard what he believed was a gunshot, something Miguel and I did not hear inside the car. Deciding to take action, Officer Schindler began pursuing what he believed was the most likely vehicle that could be responsible for this. Here's what happened next.
Yes, sir. Oh, they like those gunshots?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Oh, they sound like gunshots to me. Yeah.
Not my phone dropping in the car.
No, I think that car over there. Adam Edward, I got possible shots fired.
The car that's...
Car northbound on Indy, past McShane.
How many shots?
I don't know, that's like an old guy, doesn't it?
That must freak them out when the light gets shined in there.
I don't.
You're sure? Because I dropped my phone in the car. I don't know if you heard that. But it was like, dun-dun.
No, I heard there was like multiple shots. So. Driver! Exit the car with your hands up! Keep your hands up! Exit the car! Okay, take your seatbelt. Driver! Passenger, stay in the car! Take your seatbelt off and exit the car! Walk back to the sound of my voice! Keep coming! Stop! Stay there! Face away from me! Are there any firearms in the car?
No.
As you were just driving by me, okay, I heard multiple shots being fired off, and it sounded like they were coming from your vehicle, okay?
That was the car who passed by us, sir.
That was the other car that passed by you?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It was their car?
Yeah, they were driving by when he hit the gas. That's what it did, the ta.
So listen.
This is so embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
So embarrassing. And you see, I understand it, but honest to God, I mean, man, this is ridiculous.
So listen to me, man. Okay, you're not in cuffs anymore, are you? I haven't been disrespectful.
I understand that.
I haven't been disrespectful to you.
Correct.
So listen. So I don't not believe you that it wasn't the other car. I get
to
you.
me, this is just an embarrassment.
That's
to me.
I get you. I know.
Okay.
I understand.
So that's all
I
I'm
understand.
saying.
So you're free to go. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hey, dude, what?
So you want
That's fixing to get you locked up, dude.
He doesn't have to. Just like she can record, they can record.
There ain't no reason for that, man. Come on.
Folks, to be clear, this man was found to be entirely innocent of any wrongdoing and was simply picking up a pizza and driving his wife home from work. To me, this was a bit much.
You guys have a job where a decision you have to make in a split second will be decided in a court where people have months and months to look over the information. What is that like?
That's difficult because that's just one factor. We're also judged on social media by the public. When I got hired in '98, there was no such thing as social media. So when we made a mistake, your life wasn't exposed immediately within seconds of you making that life or death decision, right? Now, I feel for my officers because, like you said, they're in the moment. It could be dark, they got a call about shots fired, there's a guy with a gun, and they have to hurry up and decide their next course of action in a matter of seconds. At the same time, worried about their safety, the safety of the public. Is this the right guy? Is that a gun? All of this is happening in their head, and they're expected to make the right decision. So I feel bad for my officers on the streets because they're one mistake away from being judged on social media and losing their job and their freedom.
All right, folks, this was a look into the East Chicago Police Department, what it's like, a day in the life as an officer, making moves. I'm very happy they invited me and interested to see what you guys thought of this. I can tell you this is a very difficult job. I wouldn't sign up for this job. The risk, the danger, the complications, doing this in 2024 is a difficult thing. Hopefully we get to do this all around the country. Now that we've proven we can get in here and do it, let's see St. Louis, let's see Memphis. Thank you to these officers for letting us drive with them all day. I mean, that's pretty damn fucking cool to go from interviewing pimps and fentanyl dealers to being allowed in a cop car. The goal of this channel is always to experience different sides of life, from billionaire to crack house, from presidential candidate to killer. We want to experience it all. See,
I got it, man.
This is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the resident.
Our objective is to go find people that are alive on Instagram flexing with guns.
Once we can find out where they actually are, it's a good tool to go and pick them up. All right, it's go time. Here we go, boys.
Inside of the residence! Come outside with your hands up!
In the early 2020s, Jacksonville gang violence and drill rap got so notorious that some labeled Jacksonville as ground zero to one of the deadliest and most disrespectful rap beefs of all time. One that left over a dozen dead, including multiple little kids that were killed in drive-by shootings that missed their target. The two crews at the center of this feud were ATK, known as Ace's Top Killers, led by gangster rapper Young and Ace, and the 6 Block Gang, led by gangster rapper Foolio. Legend has it this beef originated at a 2015 Kodak Black concert after a decline handshake, led to a fistfight, led to a shootout where a toddler was injured, and a few days later led to a triple shooting. This rap conflict was documented in depth by YouTube greats Trap Lord Ross and Brandon Buckingham. Where we find ourselves today is a different era for Jacksonville. The extreme level of bloodshed and murder in the city led the police to fiercely crack down on violent gang activity. Today we ride around with Jacksonville's undercover gang unit, we see a SWAT team operation, we get an inside look at their evidence laboratory, and we spend many hours out in the field in order to study Jacksonville's approach to reducing gang violence. Folks, let's get to it. Folks, a quick announcement before we get started. If you would like access to videos months in advance, like this Kenneth Copeland standoff,
no, you're not. Parishioners, yeah. Off the property, now.
This Scientology one. Who do I ask questions if I want to better understand Scientology? This piece in Area 51.
Oh, fuck.
I know last year a lot of what we talked about is the numbers going down when it comes to the shootings and all, and the homicides. That's moved up a little bit. But here's why. We've had 2 people over the past 2 weeks that got arrested for murdering their mothers.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says he killed his mother after an argument. The victim, Dulce Martinez, was found unresponsive in the apartment and later died at the hospital.
Former college basketball player accused of killing his mother in Jacksonville. Authorities were called to that gruesome scene Monday, found 51-year-old Erica Winford unresponsive.
And until y'all can start figuring out how to solve people, from killing their parents, or another one was shooting their boyfriend, or another one was a road rage incident, when we're now looking at those numbers of saying, yeah, you can't prevent those. But what we can do is prevent the ones that are out here that are on live, that are riding around with illegal guns, riding around with, illegal narcotics in their car. So obviously we've got some drug dogs we can call out on that.
So I'm just making sure like my guys are where they need to be. Like if it's something big, like real crazy, I'll go help with that stuff and try to like bring it in. You're gonna be right in the thick of it, so just be prepared.
So if I heard this correctly, our objective is to go find people that are live on Instagram flexing with guns?
We find that they're prohibited or they're not allowed to possess guns, and they are posting with them and continuously flaunting on social media that they have them. And so once we can find out where they actually are, it's a good tool to go and pick them up.
To all my rapper friends out there, yes, you just heard right. If you go live on Instagram flexing a switch, or maybe you're a felon showing a gun, it is very possible that your local PD is on a disguised burner account that might look like this, and they are watching what you are doing. I'm someone that's in the streets and I have a hot gun. I do something, I pass it to a friend who passes it to a friend. There's the book, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. This is more like the Brotherhood of the Traveling Gun.
Sure.
Is that something you guys experience where?
It's not unusual to have literally a casing hit to a gun, and the gun has been coming back. So it can pass hands, but we're not DNA. We can't tell you that was the same person.
So how often do you get into hot situations?
Throughout my career, I've found myself there frequently.
Do you think you'll make an arrest tonight?
If it's there and we can make it, we will. We don't force arrest, and we don't arrest for like petty minor stuff. This is to prevent and stop future violent crime, or try to prevent shootings, or there's people illegally possessing firearms and drug dealers and stuff like that.
So what we do, we call them GVI, the Group Violence Initiative. You'll have police officers doing police work, and all of a sudden we have a major incident that occur. We started our process then, and what we started working on is changing the mentality. The mentality is real simple of whenever you have that incident occur, the old way was to grab a bunch of officers, put them in one area of town, and do what's called a scorched earth. That is just to go out to stop anybody that's moving. Unfortunately, the way we used to do it back then is to give everyone tickets, put everyone in jail for the most minor offenses, and all you're doing is fracturing the relationship with the community. So we wanted to change that, and especially under our Sheriff TK Waters. We don't want to fight with the community. We want to be a part of the community.
How long have you been doing this?
8.5 years. Yeah. We help out that other team a lot because we have access to unmarked vehicles, and they have marked cars, so we can sit in different places where they can't, and people will still continue their criminal activity.
And you made a lot of high-profile arrests.
I've been a part of some high-profile arrests, yes, along with the rest of the gang unit. We work as a team.
Detective Nieder and his unit have played a major role in busting the gang members involved in the ATK and 6 Block rap beef, including most recently arresting 5 guys in a connection to the Fulio murder, and also arresting the 6 Block guys that, while attempting to murder an ATK rival, they shot and killed a 7-year-old.
Miguel, you ready to sprint if we need to today?
Yep.
Do you wish you had a concealed carry right now?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm set up looking straight down Cal John right here, Clay.
One of them's on an ankle monitor, either him or the one holding a gun, then we can coordinate.
It's amazing that part of this is because of Instagram Live.
They know we watch too, but we have like burner accounts and people that watch, so.
You guys can mimic it well, like it'll be like long live JJ, like free so-and-so,
yeah.
Free so-and-so,
Yeah.
like a picture of like a guy that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting units in place, there's gonna be unmarked guys, there's gonna be some marked police officers, and once everyone kind of descends upon the area, that's when we jump out and action starts.
So we're gonna wait for the right time, and when we have enough people, we will make the tactical choice, and that's when we'll choose to move in.
When you pull them out of that environment and put them in some structure, like they're actually fun kids to be around and they have potential, but there's something about this environment that just, all the cards are stacked in the wrong way and all the choices that are made.
You know what's right from wrong, so you have the choice to make those decisions or continue living the life that you live. All right, 2 of them are walking in the cut now. They just crossed over. Here comes the third. One's got like red shoes on, blue jeans, all black, and then there was another one. They should be coming out on the Thomas here in a second. 4th one and the 5th one and the 6th one are all crossing the road now, headed to Thomas.
Why not get them when they're on the move?
Don't want to waste our contact with them, because then they're just going to be more secretive when they're outside like this and they can run anywhere. But if we can get them locked down into a residence and 10 of us go surround the house, they can't get out of the house. We're waiting on them to give us a reason to contact them. So we're waiting pretty much on the guns to show up. We'll give this until the sun goes down, and then or it starts getting a little hard to see. And then we'll call it and go and find something else to do.
There's 6 SWAT guys who are working overtime who are coming, and then we have 2 more marked cars and 1 more covert coming.
So right now they're just being scouted, basically? It sounds like they are conducting surveillance right now on them. We're waiting for other assets to get over here.
One of the other detectives that's working this case is actually working towards obtaining a search warrant for this residence.
How quick can a search warrant be granted?
You submit it, it goes to your supervisor for approval, and then it goes to a state attorney for approval, and then it goes to a judge for approval. And once the judge approves it, and it says approved on the computer system, it's as simple as just printing off a piece of paper.
The 2 that have been going live are both prohibited, I believe. One is a juvenile, I think one just turned adult. A judge is looking at arrest warrants for both of them right now for PFJD for both of their charges, and there's also a residential search warrant that's in the process of getting typed up.
The last I heard is the judge is looking at it, so I would imagine it gets signed within maybe like the next 10 to 15 minutes.
We spent the next 3 hours camped out in this car, waiting for both the suspects to go live on Instagram and flex their guns, and also for a judge to sign a search warrant of the suspected residents.
The judge has viewed all of them. He just hasn't signed them, and that's been close to an hour now.
He probably forgot to hit sign.
Correct, so we're trying to get a hold of the judge now.
What plays through your mind in this calm before the storm?
To do your job and do it effectively. Do what's necessary and do what you're trained to do.
They have warrants for PFJD currently that just got approved by a judge. They were at the house earlier today. Ankle monitor shows he's still at the house right now. Based on our intel, we believe that Devon is still there too. We have 2 detectives on Wright Street right now. They'll link up with the 2 SWAT guys to get coverage on the rear. We'll give you guys a little bit to get set up on there. We're presuming that they're in the house right now just because of how cold it is outside.
Jesus Christ, they got a force assembled, huh?
We're going through it now.
All right, it's go time.
Here we go, boys.
All right.
Either one of you moves. Do you understand? Come on.
You're good. I got you now.
Release your hands.
I got you. You got down the side.
You went back inside.
Inside of the residence. You come outside with your hands up. Moving back.
Residents of Calzone. This is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the residents. Come outside to the front door with your hands up and nothing in them unless they're the commands of the officers.
One at a time.
Ma'am, stay right there.
Stop.
Ma'am, stay right there for me.
Stop right there. All right, ma'am, you first.
There's like 7 more. All right, lady in the front, walk to us. Any weapons on you?
No, sir.
All right,
I just went inside.
step back here.
Why I gotta be in handcuffs, dude?
Keep walking. Keep walking.
What the hell to do with me?
Turn around. Walk backwards. No weapons on you? Turn around. All right, walk back here. We'll just line them up on this charger. I got it.
Have to clear the house now. Last man, Search warrant. You got a tent back there?
We're at the scene. The search warrant has just been served. It appears all the occupants have been out. Most of them have been riot cuffed or handcuffed, and now they're trying to see if there's anyone else lingering in the house. It's an unsettling experience. I mean, we'll see what these guys are wanted for or what's in the house. It's a pretty dramatic experience to be pulled out of your house at gunpoint. A lot of these guys are really young, and if they are guilty of something, they're looking at probably a lot of time. In a functioning society, you want your young men to be productive and happy and making moves and having kids and having families and having good professions. So just it's shitty seeing kids lined up and cuffed, and who knows what their next step is. The family Chihuahua. Oh, you little poor thing.
We ain't do nothing, man.
Oh no, man, ready to go home, go to sleep, man. Talking about a crazy day that just happened.
Well, which one? Big dog's gotta eat.
Big dog's gotta eat, yeah.
What's he doing in Jacksonville, though?
I'm seeing what the day in these guys' life looks like.
That's crazy. I know exactly. Tommy G, got me on TikTok. That's Tommy G, man.
Put crime scene tape right here and put one from that tree over there. And any of these cars that don't belong here, if they don't move them, we're gonna have to tow them. Because
right there, where do I need to send it?
I didn't realize you guys were gonna roll this deep. This is a caravan of cars.
You have your SWAT assets here, your gang unit assets, CPR, K9. So yeah, I mean, we didn't know. I don't think they knew that the house was going to be have so many occupants in it. So
behind me, there's a lot of people starting to gather right now. There's moms, parents showing up, concerned, upset, wondering what's going to happen. They want to see the warrant. They want to know what the charges are. And just with how the legal process works, from what I've learned, they're not always quick to release that information. Ma'am, what's going through your mind right now?
Is that my kids then got caught up with the wrong people. And I told them to keep them people from over here. Because I know my grandkids don't sell drugs. But it's the company that kids. My oldest grand is 19.
Okay.
My baby grand is 4. And her boyfriend is, I think he's 21. And I know he ain't selling drugs.
Are you here 24/7 with them?
No, I'm not, but
Okay.
listen, he's already on probation.
For what?
I don't know, but listen, it was the kids.
It's not that I'm doubting you. You got to remember, you're not here all day long, so you don't know what's going on at the house.
So how would you say the operation went?
Really good. We were out here working GVI, which is like looking for like guns and like violent people, and then sometimes we get tasked with like helping them with certain things. So it's not like a full like SWAT call out or anything, but we were just tasked with like helping them apprehend the people that were in there. So they just call us to help call them out and get them into custody.
I'm gonna talk to the families, but what I will say to you is nice mustache.
Thanks, man. I don't get that very often.
What's going through your mind right now?
I want to know where the search warrant is, first of all, because that's my house. I haven't been here in 2 months, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell is really going on.
Are you the landlord or do you live here? Or?
That's my house that works, so I don't know nothing that's going on. And I haven't seen a search warrant, and I haven't talked to no one would tell me anything, so I'm just out here in the blind with all my little cousins on the ground.
I met your Chihuahua.
You did?
I gave him a few scratches.
Okay, thank you.
What's on your mind right now?
What's on my mind?
We trying to figure out what's going
on. What did they do?
Literally, like
Who
nothing
y'all
else,
is? What y'all fake news or something?
No, we're the real news.
Fucking house. It's my y'all let they mom talk.
Y'all ain't talking to nobody. Mama, y'all ain't talking to nobody. Daddies, how y'all feeling? Somebody put their hands on y'all kids.
They've been watching the house for a while.
But I'm saying what they've been watching though. I don't even be outside. So
Back and forth, the movement.
down.
Remember when I was saying, baby, y'all stop them from coming? Because y'all don't know what people doing out on the streets. And then when they bring it here, that's what the people assume it is. Whether it is or it ain't.
But you know where I just came from, bro.
That's what I was trying to say.
What's going through your mind right now? The officers allowed me to interview a couple of these guys so I could learn what was going on in their head. And remember, folks, these guys are innocent until proven guilty.
Shit, we order DoorDash, you feel me? We trying to eat. I come outside, I see a whole bunch of lights. I know the police lights, you feel me? So when I see them, I'm like, damn, I look like the police, you feel me? But our food come down the street, so I'm like, why I look like the police just turned? too quick. I don't know what was going on when I seen them. I seen too many cars.
Were you expecting this tonight?
Man, hell no.
No
Wasn't
idea?
expecting this. I was in charge, man. I was on the way to the house, for real.
You was just chilling. I just got
And I hear the dogs. I hear the dogs in the back barking. I see a bunch of flashlights and shit. So I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck to do
put
right
your hands
now.
up. I'm shocked. I ain't gonna lie, I'm shocked.
Do you have adrenaline flowing through you right now?
Right now?
Like I feel it in my legs. Are you jittery at all? Like
no, when they first pulled up and we was on the ground, I mean, I was shaking, but I wasn't really too much. You feel me? I wasn't too much.
I guess I can just tell, like, here, Jacksonville is not the place to mess around. Like I've been with these guys the last 3 days. If you're doing something, they're gonna be on you and on you quick.
Yeah, the Jacksonville shit ain't it, man.
Is this the first time anything like this has happened to you?
No, the same situation happened up at the park. It's a park right there. Same situation.
And what happened after that?
It was me and my friend up there, and police just blitzed out of nowhere. They just came from everywhere. We had nowhere to go, just like this situation.
How long ago was that?
December 26th of last year coming up. These same police officer, December 26th.
Did you do a jail time?
I mean, I was a jit then. I was 17, so I only had to do 21 days and 2 weeks on probation and go back and do 15 days.
It blows my mind to think the first time wasn't a wake-up call, though. Like, why was that not a wake-up call?
See, if you like that, like shit, you might have a wake-up call, but you fall in.
Like you said, like Jacksonville a crazy place.
Shit,
like you'll wake up and see that shit every day.
How many of these would it take for it to be a wake-up call that, hey, I gotta think about something else for my life?
I mean, we really wasn't doing that, so I say we already woke up to it, cause we wasn't doing nothing. We ain't have nothing on us. They just, I don't even know why I'm in handcuffs right now. They said I got a warrant. I don't know what warrant I got.
There's nothing sadder than to see a young man full of potential spending years, his best years of his life behind bars, where you could be doing so much.
You ain't trying to do that shit.
Do you think about that?
Yeah, I think about that shit sometimes.
Think about it every day.
All the time, shit. Be real with you.
You don't want to be in there.
Is there any message you'd want to send to a family member?
A message. I love you, sis. I love you, brother. And all my family and all the guys, I love y'all.
Take this as a wake-up call and do something important with your life. Do something positive with your life. Because life behind a cage is not.
Yeah, no, that shit how you miserable, all type of shit, bro.
That's for lions and.
Man, that shit really ain't for nobody, bro. That
ain't
shit.
for nobody.
That shit how you going crazy, bro, for real though.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Congratulations, I'll be watching your.
I appreciate you, man. All right, fellas. Any final thoughts?
Boy, I love Jacksonville. Free all the guys, man. Please, free all the guys. Like, free all the guys. I love y'all boys, man. Long live the guys, man. Long live Tyreek, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Nah, no problem.
Thank you.
How much would you attribute fatherlessness to some of the problems we're seeing in our community?
I think it's huge. You need an emotional side from a mother, and you need dad who's going to be there to be a disciplinarian when the time comes. And when that's missing, I'm saying that's usually what happens in a lot of cases where father's not there. With that, there's something missing. So young men usually try to fill that with something else. Maybe the family of a group of guys that he hangs with that are doing things they have no business doing. Not always the case. I know there's plenty of people that work here right now that grew up in very tough situations that are pillars of the community.
What allure do you think a gang has for a young man?
One of the things that we do in the gang unit, we also go out and talk to young kids. Before the internet, that conversation of snitches get stitches. Well, that's not true either, because guess what? The snitches come out anymore. They get it, because no matter what, when you're facing life in prison, but in order for me to only get 10 years in prison, I just got to tell what you did with me. They're all telling on each other, and we know that. And that's the education we're trying to get out to everyone, is not only to stop making that decision, because we're putting values on the wrong things.
You might be wondering what these guys were arrested for. A little later in this episode, we will head to the police evidence room to see what was confiscated during the raid. But for now, Detective Nieder takes us into the field to do some patrol work. Here's what we encountered.
How's it going? I'm Detective Nieder with the Sheriff's Office. You have your license on you? Hey, the couple reasons I stopped you is the stop signs back here in the neighborhood. Make sure we come to a complete stop. And then your speed limit right here on 8th Street, it's 30 miles per hour. I had you at 45, all right?
This is just a pretty typical stop. Just looks like a lady trying to get home.
How many of these sorts of stops on average does it take to get like one where guns and other stuff pops?
It's really hard to tell, man. Like, even just some of the most, like, you want to say, like, routine stops have turned into be, you know, something really good. You know, the way I put it is you cast a wide net. Sometimes you catch what you're not looking for.
Yeah, ma'am, I know you're probably in a hurry to get home, but it's 30. Oh, it's all good. It's 30 on 8th, all right?
No problem.
All right, you be safe.
Basically, because you knew it was little, minor, if anything, quick, you're looking for big stuff.
Yeah, she was very, she was polite, raised any senses. She just got off work, I didn't know that. Pulling out of a school over here, and she just got done cleaning, so. It just wasn't exactly what we would have been looking for tonight to try to cure violence.
There's a strong branch, I would say, on the left side of the political spectrum that say there's a systematic racism and that the police are there to put black people into the prison industrial complex. What would you say?
I will say this, from my experience over 30 years. The people that go to prison are supposed to go to prison. The people that get arrested are supposed to get arrested. And then I challenge people that say that, especially to my face, explain to me one system, one government system that's in place, that's put in place to keep black people downtrodden.
How much does rap beef play a part in the gang violence?
An absolute tremendous amount. The turf wars back in the day began with drugs and money. These days, you don't have to sell drugs whatsoever to go on YouTube and become a rap sensation. All I've got to do is start talking trash about you. And what do? I'm now going to come shoot at you. And then my guys are going to come shoot back, you know, your guys are going to shoot back at me. And fortunately in Jacksonville, we don't have the traditional, you know, like the Crips and the Bloods. We've got small sects of those, but we don't have the big groups. We have a lot of the younger ones, the hybrid groups.
How much does the rap world and the gang world intersect?
Most of these gangs do have a rapper that represents the group. Not every one of them do, but most of the gangs here in Jacksonville do.
Do you guys ever listen to their songs to get intel on them?
Yes.
Because will that tell you what kind of guns they have, what kind of people are in the crew?
Yeah, so
where they live, what they've done?
Yeah, so it'll help you document members and stuff along that line.
When rappers post a music video and say, this is a prop, all these guns in the music video are props, does that save them from trouble?
No, not if they're not props. You can post a prop if you want to. I mean, we were one of the first ones in I think in the state that we started. I went to our state attorney, who's Melissa Nelson. I said, can we legally, if we can prove that these firearms are real, can we legally charge them for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and put them in prison for it? She says, I believe we can, let's go for it. And we arrested probably 10 people. About 5 of them went to prison.
Some people say that drill rap is sort of a cancer and it's impacting cities all across the country. What's your take on it?
Don't get me started, because I got a playlist in my car of real rappers, real artists who knew how to produce, and they did more than mumble. They did more than talk about killing people. They talked about killing people with their lyrics, you know, with their rhymes. Eric B. and Rakim, they were amazing. LL Cool J, one of the GOATs. You know, I talk about him all the time. The new stuff is weird to me. I can't even listen to it. Problem with it is, they're talking about real things that have impacted real families. To be that callous and that hard when you're talking about someone's life, if you don't care about people, I don't care about what your so-called art, and we're gonna do everything that we can to get you off of our streets.
Okay, here's a scenario. I'm a rapper, I'm making a very cool music video, and I have a lot of guns in it, but I put at the beginning, this is a prop. Can you guys still get me for that?
Yes, we can. We can determine if that gun is an actual firearm or if it is a prop. So a lot of people do put in it is a prop. Sometimes they are props, but sometimes they're not. So we have ways of identifying those firearms that are in those videos to see if they really are.
I don't know if y'all seen it, but there's a guy on a bicycle right here just across the road. And he's got no lights on his bike. We're gonna try to make contact with him and see what happens. In the state of Florida, you gotta have a light on the front and back of it.
All right. Yes, sir. How are you?
Not too bad.
All right. You know you gotta get some lights on your stuff, right?
I'm about home, brother.
All right. Where are you coming from tonight?
A buddy of mine off of Franklin.
All right. That was a long ride.
Yeah, I ride every day, though.
That's good. That's good. All right. No weapons in your backpack?
No, sir.
All right. I'm just gonna have you take it off and just set it off to the side. What you got bolt cutters for?
I mess with copper.
All right. I'm just gonna put this over here by my car.
Okay.
No weapons on you, right? All right, I'm just gonna pat you down, all right?
All right. I got no weapons. I promise you, that's flashlight, no guns, no nothing.
Nothing in your bag, right? Do you mind if I look? Bottle rocket.
Yeah, that's about it. Oh, it's kind of sort of messed up. You got to zip it to the side. It's just the zip tie's holding the top part.
Drugs?
Yes, sir, a little bit.
Drug of choice.
I do.
Be honest with me.
Ice.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm taking your piece.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, you need to get lights on your bike. I don't care if you got to go home and duct tape that flashlight to the front and to the back, but you came across Tallulah right there and all we saw was a reflector.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry. I'm going.
Ride safe.
Always.
McGowan put the camera by him and he's like, whoa.
Right, Toyota, contact Bernie Robinson, morning 97 or 87, my bad.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Detective Neater with the Sheriff's Office. You got your license on you? Awesome, thank you. You just stay on Moncrief?
Yes, sir.
All right. You got any ID on you, sir?
I got a picture of you.
Alrighty. Hey, so the reason I'm stopping you is if you're in the front seat, they gotta have their seatbelts on, okay?
Oh, yes, sir.
Any weapons in the car, guys?
No, sir, yeah.
Alright, I feel you. Mind hopping out talking to me for a second? No weapons on you? No. No knife, needles. Like, you can get up. I'm gonna hop out from real quick.
I got no underarms.
You good, man? Can I go in your pockets real quick? Alright. You got anything on you that's crazy, man? Anything stuffed in your pants or anything?
Nah, I just left the crib.
Come on back here with your partner. What's up, bro?
How you doing?
You have a medical marijuana card?
No, sir.
No, you smoke hemp products?
For who?
Hemp.
Hemp?
Yeah. If you don't know what it is, hopefully you don't smoke it, right?
No.
Alright, y'all just hang tight. What do I do for work?
I'm in school.
Where you go to school?
I just go to EDUB.
EDUB? What do you do at EDUB? Play sports?
Nah.
Just to go to school? What about you, Mr.?
I was enrolled at Alabama State, but I'm back home right now for a situation they sent me home for.
Where I start work at?
Delivering appliances and installing them.
Oh, okay. Either one of y'all sell drugs for a living?
No, sir.
No. Y'all are good. Unfortunately, you're going to lose your marijuana tonight, but it's better than going to jail for it. So,
I appreciate that.
Neither one of y'all are bad kids. Y'all don't have a record, so
I appreciate it.
Just be straight up honest with it, all right?
Yes, sir. I appreciate
Everybody's
it.
not out here to hang me up over some little bit of weed, all right?
Appreciate it.
Y'all be safe. I'm going to run to the property room real quick. It won't take us no time. And one of them been arrested for one-time financial crimes charge. He completed all of his probation, appeared to be a good kid. They both say they were enrolled in school. The other one never been arrested. I don't see where taking a young man to jail and starting his record of going down the wrong path is worth it at that point. This guy might have lost 60 bucks that he bought the weed for, but it's better than going to jail for sure.
Where are we going right now?
So we're going to the property room where you put all your evidence in at. Anytime you make an arrest, the evidence or anything that you would deem that to be part of your case that is going to benefit it, we'll go in here.
At this evidence processing center, the officers logged the weed and the meth pipes they confiscated, and we also got to see what evidence was collected in the raid that we saw at the beginning of the video. Allegedly, these were the firearms that were discovered in the house.
So a lot of cities in America are feeling the effects of gang violence, but we got to see a first-hand look of the guys that go boots on the ground and fight the gangs, fight the guys that are committing most of the violence in the city. And it was interesting to see it from this perspective. We spent a lot of time on this channel looking at it from the other perspective, and my goal is to get into everyone's shoes. I don't care if you're a blood, a billionaire, a cop, a Navy SEAL, everything in between. We go into your shoes and see what your life is like. But we got to see it from the law enforcement side. And Jacksonville, by the metrics, is clearly successful at what they're doing.
So I learned a lot. I'm happy for the experience. Thank you to Vic for bringing us in, Sheriff TK, and all the guys that we got to work with today. It's been a pleasure. We learned a lot. Thank you, and see you next week.